going. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to episode 56 of Beneath the Tide, and hopefully an episode that is actually more than an hour and a half. And hopefully we can actually tell a story this week. Announcements before we begin. Well, as always, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Podbean. You can check out my mix of Monstrosities and listen to the first 55 episodes of this campaign, Beneath the Tide.
Woo!
And you can also listen to the backlog of Demystifying DMing.
Yeah. I can tell you what the next episode will be. I don't know when it'll be, but I can tell you what it'll be.
Okay.
Know That Magic. I've talked about this before.
Yes.
Yeah.
Guide to Magic for DMs.
Yeah! And I think I'll be also uploading the backlog of all of the other campaigns to the podcast channel, too. Just because, why not?
It's quarantine.
Yeah, it's quarantine, and I have nothing to do. Because
People are thirsty for that quarantine content.
I don't have a job right now, so... But I'm still getting paid.
Nice.
Anyways, 2,000 bucks. Anyways, besides that, also, if you're looking for a really good food recommendation, congee. Anyways.
Oh, it's so good.
I ordered some today. The best thing I've ever had in my life. Anyways, let's get going. Last time on Beneath the Tide, because there's not much to recap on this one. You guys got some massive turtle-like creatures called Tortelladons from a kobold stable master without any legs who was levitating all around the place. And you set off on said Tortelladons during a snowfall, as it was the eve of Ogden, and Ogden being the Christmas holiday in my world of Del Nasra. And it was the eve of essentially Christmas. And you all set out on these Tortelladons remarkably quick. It took you a bit to kind of get accustomed to them and get comfortable with them. But it was quick. You made quick friends with these strange turtle, wolf, frog creatures, and began setting off towards your destination of Roterstein Village to visit the Den of the Lord of Shapes, to follow this map that Noose had been wanting you guys to go on for quite some time. And you all had to agree that maybe going here could also aid in Leah's quest to sort of heal the fungal lich's heart, which is now sort of a withered blue husk. You all made your way. Essentially, that was the session. You guys shared some details about yourselves. The characters told each other how old they were. One about what their, I always said climax was, their catalyst to get into this sort of situation.
Adventuring lifestyle.
And that's where we're basically picking up. Unfortunately, the stream last week cut off when Henry was explaining his catalyst. So that's where we're going to pick up, with Henry explaining his catalyst.
Oh, well, you know, I think most of you already know the gist of it. No. You tell it every time. I get to tell it this time. It's my turn. All right, fine. I suppose that's fair. All right, here's what happened. I was just sitting there minding my own business, hanging out by the river of lava, knowing that I'm going to get a contract coming along soon. I'm going to get to do some stuff, when some idiot who happens to be looking it over, some asshole lawyer, hey now, I'm talking, spills ink all over the contract he's supposed to be looking over, and then I end up stuck inside his body. Parts of that were hurtful, and I believe unnecessary. Hey, you get to tell a story your way, I get to tell the story my way. I'm uncomfortable with... Shut it. But hey, now, that was uncalled for. Would someone else like to step in?
Yes. Your story, actually, it highlights a certain perspective that, from my own incident.
Oh.
That may or may not lead me to certain things. Perhaps I should tell you, and then you might be able to help me.
Yes, sure.
Yeah, we're all ears.
I just believe there's some sort of furry creature that needs to come inside, and I will be right back.
Oh, yeah, tell us.
Alright, let's see. the night. Yes. Well, night of the incident, I was at a gala in Sospitza. Pretty much ballroom get together for nobility or not. A family of merchants, long-time merchants, established the town in the first place. But yes, I attended this gala with a woman I had been courting, Victoria Ehrenhaus.
Ernhouse?
Ehrenhaus.
Ehrenhouse. Oh, wow.
Yes. We had been courting each other for quite a while, and it was the best and worst night of my life. But long story short, we made our intentions known to each other, and to celebrate, we retired back to my family's estate and settled in for a nightcap. I wandered around with her and gave her the tour. We happened to wander into my brother's study, James. He's the more studious of us. I just kind of dabbled in everything. He really got down in there. But I was a little, you could say, hammered. And I picked up one of James's books. Picked it up and just flipped to a random page. Read it out loud to Victoria. Thinking of it is quite the lark, because it's all mumbo-jumbo. There was nothing there. I won't repeat the words for certain reasons, but it was quite childish in how it was written. That said, I read it out dramatically, and a portal opened up and pulled my dear Victoria through it, and she disappeared. And that was the last I ever saw of her. And as I stood there, not knowing what I saw through that portal, where she did or did not go, I heard a scratching sound. And I did not know what was going on. The scratching, it would not go away. It just kept scratching inside my brain. So I checked my pockets and found a book, but I could not tell if I had always had the book or if it was something new. There's a gap. Anyway, I opened it and messages came forward in my mind among the markings. And you see him start to fade out and look into the distance.
Yeah, it's stuff like that really really makes the holidays hard.
And you see that none of it makes sense. It's all pointless. And he just breaks down into the kind of mentality that you'd seen before. And he devolves into a state of madness and laughter.
Hey Baxter, come here. We're all here. We're all talking about when Ogden, and we're all having a good time. Stay in the present. Come on, buddy. Don't think about it. Don't think about it at all. Think about. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at Ogden. We're here. All right. You're here, and you are in this village, and we aren't going to talk about this anymore. Okay? You back?
I'll do another one. And you did such a good job, though. I'm gonna do it with advantage. All I have to beat is
Sure,
just a
you get to
flat
do it
luck
with
roll
advantage. I don't know what what are you doing
this
exactly?
is for my own personal
Oh,
thing.
okay.
It's like him doing intelligence checks to make sure that he can overcome the knowledge hidden within him as it's becoming more bubbling to the surface, and whether or not he can withstand it. Ooh, that wouldn't do it. Okay. Alright. And you see him kind of like shake his head.
In 3, out 4. In 3, out 4. Right? You good?
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. And he starts like looking at his fingernails and his hands, and he starts like kind of picking the stuff out of them. And you hear him like kind of just picking away at it, and just kind of methodically doing that for a while.
The storm starts to get a little more intense. The snow starts to blow in a little more heavily. The surroundings would essentially be heavily obscured almost with how much the snow is blowing right now. And as you guys are passing through the village, you do see a sign of this village. Baxter, this village is not familiar to you. Not in your memory whatsoever. This little village you
He's
guys
not
are
even
passing
paying
through.
attention.
And you guys see a sign nearby that says Lou Haven, and it's kind of askew a little bit, and there's blood splattered all over it. And it's only about 10 feet away, so you can still see it. You can see about 10 feet in front of you, otherwise the snow is just blowing. And as you're kind of like pushing through the village, these Tortelladons are moving through the village. Baxter on his phantom steed. At this point, it'd be getting towards the hour mark, so the phantom steed would start to fade a little. You guys see bodies kind of scattered in the road. Looks like they might have been torn apart, but they're all very frozen, but you can see points where their limbs have been torn free from their bodies, and the blood in that is kind of frozen, like bloody snow cones, and the parts are just kind of scattered in the road. Children, women, men, all just in the streets, like they were mauled by something.
I want to cast Mage Armor.
Okay.
Could I also suss out the bodies, or like investigate a mystery?
All right. The Tortelladons are still moving a little quickly, so you're investigating while you guys are moving. So I'll say you can do so with disadvantage.
Fair, yeah, very fair. This is definitely a quick peek in the middle of a snowstorm. Yeah. Disadvantage makes lots of sense.
On the back of a moving giant tortoise.
So I rolled 12 plus. This is a check of investigation?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, sorry, disadvantage. Sorry, I rolled a 10 as well. Dirty 18.
Dirty 18. What are you trying to suss out exactly?
If there's... oh, God. I was going to say, if it was a violent crime. I want to know if it's like... If you would be able to tell the source. Would I know beast, weapon, demon?
It definitely looks like it's from, like, judging, like, when you pass. It's not, like, clean cuts from any blade or anything. It's more like rending and tearing.
Ooh.
And just a reminder, Baxter is on the Phantom Steed, which will probably need to get recast very soon. The red Tortelladon Seafoam has Leah steering it, Ogden, Eclipse, and Henry. And the magenta, or the turquoise colored Tortelladon Magenta has Monkfish controlling with Ash and Joseph.
So they were ripped apart.
And Ash and Joseph are down in the portable hole too.
That's right.
So if Ash is hearing this, he's gonna be like, "Hey, why don't we take inventory of my inventory down here?"
Okay.
And like go down into the hole where they can't see out of it, and like keep his focus on something else.
Okay.
And Baxter's just going to start ritually casting as 10 minutes,
Okay.
just to try and get it back up again before it fails.
Okay.
Ritually casting.
Phantom Steed.
Phantom Steed.
Oh, cool.
Eclipse is gonna lean over Ogden's shoulder and just ask, "What do you think did that?"
It's something that could rip someone in half. So maybe we grab snacks in the next town, perhaps.
Everybody on top of the Tortelladons make perception checks with disadvantage because of the heavily obscured snowstorm.
I'm not sure there's going to be a next town.
I'm guessing Ash doesn't get to make one because he's specifically trying to stay out of sight
Correct.
with Joseph. Yeah.
Yep.
That is a 13 for Eclipse.
13. Okay.
14 for Baxter.
14.
All right. Henry gets to make one.
It's a hot 11.
11. Ooh,
7 for Leah.
Oh boy.
I rolled real bad. Anyone who got above an 8, I rolled so bad.
Henry did not.
Kind of in front of the path, you see what looks like a
7.
creature that might be 10 feet tall. Kind of slink across the road. You can't see much. It's like they blend in with the snow. But you see piercing blue eyes, and it just kind of disappears in the snowstorm as it kind of crosses the road in front of you.
Is
Leah.
it humanoid or more bestial?
You couldn't tell from the blowing snow. You just saw the glowing blue eyes
All right.
and kind of like lumbered across the road.
Okay.
Oh, Leah, hold up a little bit. Did you see that in the road?
No, Ogden, there's the road, there was the bodies. I just saw a lot of snow.
Oh, yeah, well, there were eyes in the snow.
Are you sure there just wasn't some dropped acorns or something, Ogden?
No, they were bright blue and glowing.
And you hear like a snarl coming from like the left, about maybe 10 feet away.
And apparently it makes that sound.
It was me trying to do a bestial snarl and it came out like a velociraptor. And you kind of see into your left, you see a pair of blue eyes, about 10 feet away, just staring, unmoving. And then more of these blue eyes kind of appear in the blowing snow. All around you, about 6 pairs of eyes total, just kind of looking, unmoving at you and on the Tortelladons.
Baxter,
You see him
How-
still picking at his nails.
how much longer do you need?
Mortal distractions can save your mind when confronted with the macabre reality of the cosmos.
Well, I think you have a bit of a bigger distraction at the moment. So maybe you climb on top of that other Tortelladon and we get the fuck out of here.
And the eyes get closer, and as they kind of get within view, you see these about 10-foot tall wolves. White fur, glowing, like blue eyes. There's kind of like cold mist kind of coming out of their nose, their nostrils, out of their snout and their mouth. I need everybody to roll initiative.
What's going on out there?
You can probably hear the snarling from like the pack of wolves.
Oh dear.
Do you want me to fight, Ash? Sir?
Nope. Stay in here. Stay in the
Okay.
hole. Stay in the hole.
I can do it. I
Oh, Alrighty. What did Eclipse get for initiative?
Oh boy. It's not great, but it's a +8 for a 15.
15. Ash.
Dirty 20.
Ogden Boon.
Not the worst. 17.
Excellent. Leah.
7.
7. Just those of you who are steering the Tortelladons, that's you and Monkfish. If you want to steer them and continue to steer them, that is an action to use them. Henry, what'd you get for initiative?
Natural 20 for a 22.
And Baxter.
You got a 13.
13.
Both of my characters have advantage on initiative.
All right, Henry is the first one up. You see these wolves within 10 feet. The snow is heavily obscuring them, so currently all attacks are with disadvantage.
All right, so yeah, as usual, and as soon as danger is happening, Carnifex takes over, and the flail just bursts out of Henry's arm. And let's go. No, not
at
that
these wolves, these massive 10-foot tall, hulking wolves of
one.
just
Yeah.
snow white fur, blue eyes. This cold
Are any of them bunched up close to each other?
They appear to be in groups of 2. So 2 on the left, 2 10 feet ahead of you guys, 2 on the right.
Okay. Henry.
So there's 10 feet so you get an idea. 10 feet to the left, 10 feet ahead, 10 feet to the right.
Okay. All right. Henry is going to cast a spell with his action.
Okay.
He is going to cast Fly on himself and the 2 Tortelladons.
Okay, nice. Nice.
Hold on tight.
So he lifts up, and they lift up underneath him.
All right. Anything else?
Was that a Space Jam reference?
Yes, it was.
Just watched that the other day.
Anything else, Mr. Lofferton?
I do not believe so. No. No bonus action. So
Okay.
that is Henry's turn.
Alrighty, that'll bring it to Magenta. The Tortelladon Magenta, which is on the back. Monkfish, Ash, and Joseph. Tortelladons are incredibly territorial and predatory, so it is going to
Oh dear.
lumber towards the closest pack to it and make a bite attack on one of these wolves. Fun fact, Tortelladons have pack tactics, so while you guys are on the back, advantage... Well, it's disadvantage because the thing was just a straight attack roll. But it's going to bite one of these winter wolves. Oh, for a 13 to hit, that's a 3 plus 10.
Nah.
Which does hit one of the wolves. So it lunges forward, and you guys see this massive turtle-like mouth with fangs chomp into the shoulder of this winter wolf and shake it around. That's a lot of damage though, because these things are huge creatures. These Tortelladons. 18 piercing damage to that winter wolf. And that's Magenta's action. Intelligence of... Let's see. What's the fly speed?
Fly speed is 60 feet.
Alright. Magenta is going to lift off the ground 10 feet. So the winter wolf will get an attack of opportunity against her, but she can still bite within 10 feet. But the winter wolf cannot reach her if she's 10 feet in the air. So he's just going to lift up 10 feet. It will get an attack of opportunity on her. Oh no! Natural 20. So it leaps up and bites Magenta's underside. Tortelladons have a lot of hit points, so she's going to be fine anyway. So chomps on the lower half of Magenta. You hear Magenta let out a and that will be to Magenta. She's gonna be fine, you guys. It's 26 piercing damage.
Oof.
But she has 231 hit points, so
Wow.
she's fine. Yeah, these things are monstrous. Oh, and it must succeed on a strength saving throw or she gets knocked prone, but she's flying. But you can't be knocked prone if you're flying, so...
Oh God, will she roll?
That is a strength saving throw. 13 plus 12. Yeah, that succeeds.
Okay.
So she just stays there and just bucks the Winter Wolf off. That'll bring it to Ash.
All right, Ash is gonna climb up out of the hole.
Mm-hmm.
I forget, am I on magenta or the other one?
You are on magenta.
Okay, so Ash like climbs up out of the hole and sees the Winter Wolf just like drop down beneath us.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna take out Lore Weaver. I'm gonna bonus action Rage and then take out Lore Weaver and make 2 attacks because it's got 10-foot reach.
That's right.
So first attack, 24.
24 definitely hits.
Second attack, 23.
Definitely hits. You just stab down with Lore Weaver.
So that's real quick. Just double check. Remember what my rage bonus is to damage that much. Okay. 13 damage on the first hit.
Nice.
14 damage on the second hit. 27's total.
Oh, nice. That one is looking somewhat bad.
Okay. And that's Ash's turn.
Alrighty, that'll bring us to Joseph, who's just going to stay in the hole and go, "Can I leave yet?"
No, you can't leave. No, stay down there.
Ogden Boon on the back of the other Tortelladon.
Turtle. Can you get off my back, please?
Yeah, you were on Seafoam, the red Tortelladon, and it's your turn, Ogden Boon.
Great.
2
Wondrous.
wolves to your left, 2 wolves to your right, 2 wolves. Yeah, because the Tortelladons are kind of marching single file, actually. So the wolves that are 10 would actually be 20 feet ahead of you. Oh no, Tortelladons are big. 15 feet long. So the 2 wolves that are in front of Seafoam are about like 35 feet away, rather.
Okay.
But you have 10 of... There's 2 on either side of you. 10 feet away.
You said there too. I'm sorry. I was listening, but I thought that was that the end of it.
Cut out a little bit.
Oh, 2 wolves to the left, 10 feet away. 2 wolves to the right, 10 feet away. And then 2 to the north, about 35 feet away, because they're in front of the other Tortelladon.
Oh, okay.
Which you can't actually see because of the blowing snow. So.
Oh, then yeah, I'm gonna light them up. Fireball, please. Oh. Sorry, puppy.
Firebolt or fireball?
Fireball.
Whereabouts?
I'm going to go past them so that the center of the ball is near the middle to the back of their haunches, so it blows them apart.
Okay. Which wolves are you going after? The ones on the left or the right? Because you can't see the ones to the north.
Yeah, then I'll go to the ones on the left,
Okay.
because that's the side of the stirrup I'm in, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. All right.
So I'll
Nice.
fire over that direction with a fireball at third level.
Okay.
Yeah, so just
So dex saves, right?
that is correct. Yeah.
All right.
Give me that dex
The
save.
first Winter Wolf on that side got a 16, and the second one got a 3.
Okay, so it's at 16, so that one takes half.
Yep, the first one
And
takes
then-
half, the second one takes full. So,
Oh boy.
You guys are there's like a flash of heat amidst the cold, and you can see a fireball that just detonates behind 2 of these Winter Wolves, and it just engulfs them in flames.
Yeah. Is anybody down for some Shishka Wolf? Ooh, always prep your dice, kids. Always prep your dice. I don't know who I'm calling kids. Oh, God. I'll do it quickly. So that was a fireball. That's 8d6.
Yep.
And I was grabbing out 68. What a fun thing, this gathering dice. Do 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 do. That's all I think I'm going to be doing this turn. So if we want to move on to the next person, I can give you damage.
Yeah,
Or-
sure.
Yeah, because I'm sorry, I'm trying to get all my dice.
Let's do it.
Embarrassed.
Dab.
Come on, 8. There we go.
Dab.
Got 8. Okay, 3, 8.
Time seems to slow down as the
14,
fireball
15, 25, 27 damage.
Nice. You hear like a yelp as one of the wolves is severely burned, but still pretty much okay. And the other one will take 13. Okay. Anything else, Ogden Boon? Is this fireball?
How close am I to Leah?
Leah, like 5 feet. You guys are like on the same back of the same. Yeah.
Oh, you can't do 2 spells in 1 turn, right?
You can if it's a bonus. If the cantrip.
If one's a cantrip.
Oh, if one's a cantrip?
Mm-hmm. And one's a bonus action.
Yep.
Okay. So, I don't think there are cantrip bonus actions, are there? No. Not
Don't
with the
think
ones,
so, no.
Not with the ones that I have. I was going to... Yeah. So, yeah, then that will end my turn.
Okay, that'll bring us to Eclipse, who is also on the back of Seafoam.
All right. 2 on each side.
Yep.
10 feet away.
Yep. And from where you are, you can't see the ones that are in the very front.
Okay. And Ogden just fireballed the ones on the right?
The ones
On the left.
On the left.
Yep.
Cool.
Because that's the side I'm sitting on. I
Okay.
believe you're sitting on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're alternating. Great. I guess then in that case, I'll stand and try to jump to one of the ones on the right.
Give me an acrobatics check with disadvantage because of the blowing snow. You can't really see that well.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Good thing I'm very good at acrobatics. 14.
14. Okay. You jump off the back of this Tortelladon in the blowing snow, and you just pray you're reaching for the right spot, and you land prone on the back of one of these winter wolves.
Okay. Then I'm gonna stand up and start.
You're standing on the back of the winter wolf?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Or actually, I'm gonna kneel. I'm gonna like one knee down, one foot up, and then I'm gonna take dagger and short sword into the shoulder blades.
Okay,
in between the shoulder blades.
I'll say straight attack roll because you're on it.
Mm-hmm.
So no disadvantage from the blowing snow. So you're essentially just on top of it. Yeah.
All right. First one with the dagger is an 18.
18 hits as you sink the dagger into its shoulder. Just.
All right. What is that? D4 plus now 5d6.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just double check that.
It should be 5d6.
Yeah, it's 5d6 now. 2,
Nice.
3,
That glow up, though.
4, 5, 6, 4, 10, 12, 16, 18, 19, plus 6, or 25 points of piercing damage.
Ooh, nice. Just.
Alright, and short sword, bonus action, is a 25.
Definitely hits as you stab into the back.
Yeah.
Leap through the air. And you guys see Eclipse leap through the air and kind of disappear into the snow. And you hear the sound of like 2 blades just sink into flesh.
Is Eclipse becoming Riddick?
Oh, yeah.
I'd love to be Vin Diesel. That body, he's just so many muscles. That's 7 damage.
7 damage?
Piercing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sink. Anything else? You're on the back of this winter wolf now.
I'm just gonna hold on for dear life if I can.
Uh,
I understand that may be too many actions.
there wasn't a grapple check, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
That'll bring us to Baxter
Gonna-
Ornstein von Huxley IV.
Question.
Yeah, what's up?
Can I leave my blades sunken in and use those as supports?
Sure.
Great.
Yeah, we'll bring it to Baxter. You are on your own mount in the front, so you can see the two wolves directly in front, and the ones on either side.
All right. Is there one that? Do any of the ones that I've seen are any of them damaged?
The ones in the very front, no.
Okay.
But the ones on two on the left that are okay. Wait, they wouldn't be 10 feet behind. The ones on the left and right would be 10 feet behind you. They'd be like 20 feet. So the ones on the left are 20 feet behind you. The ones on the right are 20 feet behind you. So you can't see them because of the blowing snow.
Okay.
It's at 10 foot. So you only see the ones in front of you, and the ones in front of you are totally unhurt, unharmed.
Oh. Neat. Well, that could change things.
I need to write down that. I need to remember that this is heavily obscured.
Yeah, I'm going to bonus action hex the one on the left.
Okay, so the one in the front on the left. Alrighty. So it is hexed.
Yeah, Eldritch Blast. Pow pow.
Eldritch Blast. Same one?
Yes.
Okay, go for it. Eldritch Blast.
So that's a 28 to hit.
Oh, that definitely hits.
And is this with disadvantage?
Yes, because of the blowing heavily obscured
And the other one,
snowstorm.
I rolled an 18 again, so 28 to hit again.
Hits.
So, and I'm just gonna roll both of them.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. And the second one.
Henry hears the familiar sounds of Eldritch Blast being cast.
Wait a minute, I know that sound.
27 to hit.
27 hits.
I rolled it really well. Okay, so that means. That means this. So. So that's 10 plus 7, 17 plus 9. Alright, so that's 26 damage to that wolf.
Oof, nice. Just poof, poof. Two Eldritch Blasts slam into like the maw of this wolf. Just
And I did the extra d6 of hex damage for each one.
Okay, cool. Anything else, Baxter?
No. Yeah, we'll say that he's kind of locked up, so he's not really gonna move anywhere because he's like still kind of. He's not technically surprised, but he's a little off guard and not in the right mindset for the situation.
That'll bring us to the two wolves on the right, who are looking right at Magenta, who is 10 feet in the air, but one of the wolves that's been hurt pretty bad by Ash is going to look up, and that cold mist is going to coalesce in its jaws, and it's going to... a 15-foot cone of cold breath is going to hit Magenta, and then everybody on Magenta to make dexterity saving throws, please.
Oh, dear.
And Magenta. Oh, no, Magenta. Magenta got a 12? That's not great. Alrighty, so Magenta succeeds. Who's on Magenta? What did Leah get? Dex save. Oh wait, no, Leah, you're not on Magenta. I just
I'm
need
on Sea Breeze or
sorry.
Sea Foam.
Yeah, I just need Monkfish Ash to make the dex saves actually.
Yep.
Oh, Monkfish failed? No, Monkfish is a monk. He probably succeeded. Plus he's got evasion, right? So he can just not take any damage. Low.
Ash got a 16.
16 is a success. You take half damage.
Mhm.
Monkfish got a 16, so again, half damage as well, but I believe he has evasion as a monk.
I think monks do at this point, yeah.
10th level monk. Yep, so no damage for him whatsoever. But Ash and Magenta both take dice. You know, like Caleb said, prepare your dice.
Prep your dice, kids.
Especially when you panic prep and start prepping 68s instead of 8d6.
So Ash and
Same thing,
Magenta would take 18 points of cold damage, but they both take 9.
Okay, I'm gonna roll Ancestral Protectors, or Spirit Shield on Magenta. So I'm gonna have one of my ancestors reduce that by 12.
So no damage.
So none to Magenta.
Okay.
And I take half because of my cold resistance.
Yep, so you take 4.
4.
And that wolf does not recharge its cold breath. Cool. The other winter wolf in that pack is going to use its full movement of 50 feet and get to the other Tortelladon, and it will run. Yeah, it's like 20 feet to get to the Tortelladon. And I'm going to have it make an acrobatics check to see if it can jump on the back of the Tortelladon.
Is Eclipse on either of those?
Nope.
Because she jumped
No.
to the right.
No,
Okay,
no.
it's another
These
set
are-
of 2.
Oh, wait, the right ones?
Yeah.
These are the right ones.
I jumped right. Okay. So
this
I
is the-
jumped right.
So this is the one you're on the back on now.
Oh, fun. Cool.
It's going to jump onto the back of that Tortelladon. Natural 20 acrobatics check, so it with its jump and its movement lands on the back of this Tortelladon. And that means it is on seafoam looking at Leah, Ogden, and Henry. And it is going to make a bite attack on little Henry. It's going to lunge towards its jaws. No pack tactics, because it's not near the other wolf. At 17 plus 6 to hit.
Oh, yes, that hits.
So this wolf lunges onto the back of the Tortella, and you guys see Eclipse like flailing on the back of it, holding onto her blades. Lands on the back of this Tortella, and it bites into Henry's like shoulder because it's pretty big. It's big. That's 13 points of piercing damage,
Ouch!
and I need Henry to make a strength saving throw as it
Oh, dear.
lunges on the back of this Tortelladon, this massive wolf, and just
All right, strength save, -1. 11.
Henry is knocked prone as this wolf just lunges and knocks him to the ground and starts shaking him around on the back of his Tortelladon like a rag doll. And that'll bring us to the wolves on the left that just got nearly incinerated by Ogden's fireball. And that one is going to coalesce the cold breath in its mouth. And these are the ones that are standing also beside Seafoam. And that one is going to launch out its cold breath. So I need Leah, Ogden, because Eclipse is on the back of this one. Leah, Ogden, Eclipse, and Henry all to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh, dear.
No.
Does being prone give me disadvantage on that?
Let me check. I don't think so. I think that's restrained.
Or do I have cover?
You still could hit.
Okay.
But no disadvantage.
Okay.
What kind of check? Dex?
Dex,
check?
please.
26 for Eclipse.
Of course.
Oh, yeah. You know I'm rolling that hot 13.
Nice.
19.
19. Henry.
Let me check. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Everyone who got... So, the cold damage would have been 19, but everyone succeeded on the DC, so everyone only takes, run it down, 9 points of cold damage.
Oh, good.
As this cold breath just coalesces over the back of... Oh, yeah, Seafoam needs to make one. That's a success, so she takes 9 as well.
Got the sweet, sweet evasion.
Does cold resistance mean that's halved?
Yes, so
Sweet.
that 9 would be halved to a 4.
Imagine Ogden Boon just
Yep, to a 4.
with the staff.
And then see if that recharges, which it does not. The second wolf on the left is also going to attempt to get on the back of this Tortelladon. Which it barely does. It's kind of like gripping on the side its claws like about to slap with like what's his name? Mufasa from The Lion King. And it's going to lunge out and try to bite Ogden Boon.
Mm-hmm.
And pack
you said it has pack tactics?
Yep.
Don't even worry about rolling it, though.
Okay. It lunges forward and whiff.
Oh.
Wait, what are you doing? Yeah.
No, you were.
Yeah.
I
No.
mean, you said whiff, and I was waiting respectfully because I wasn't fast enough.
Yeah, you were.
Oh, okay.
So
Well,
it
then,
just its jaws lock in place, like the bite never would have even happened.
Great.
And that'll bring us to Leah steering the currently stationary Seafoam.
So are we saying that I used a portent on that? I just for
Yeah.
clarity's sake. Great. Thank you. Awesome.
So, just so this is in my mind. So, Leah is driving.
Yeah, it's your
Right
action to
now.
continue to drive it.
Ogden's right behind me.
Mhm.
Then it's the two wolves
On the back, yeah.
on the back. And then Eclipse is on the back of that last wolf.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just trying to...
Mhm.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Oh, no. Oh, no, but that would hurt Ogden, too. Oh, ay.
Do a barrel roll.
Okay.
What kind of harebrained scheme?
Oh, dang.
So, you said you can cast a spell and a cantrip?
If it's a
As
bonus
long as
action.
as long as the spell is a bonus action.
Okay. Okay, I see what you mean. Okay.
Mhm.
Leah's just gonna like turn around and kind of just like, what the like what? And she is going to, at the one that's right behind Ogden, cast Blight at 5th level.
Okay.
Take care of the guy behind me, Fox.
That is a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 21.
Okay, so he's gonna take half damage.
So you like lean back and shoot out your hand this like bolt of like necrotic blightness. There's like a flash of
It's a word.
There's a flash of potatoes getting the blight. And it slams into the face of this winter wolf. I just watched something on the potato blade, so. Anyways. Because I'm exciting.
Quarantine brain.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
1 second.
Time slows down. Yes.
46 halved, so
23.
23 points of necrotic damage.
Damn. Just hits it in the face. Let's see if it actually stays held on. 14. Yeah, it barely hangs on to the side of this Tortelladon.
So for my reactions, would that have to be I want to use my Halo of Spores reaction, and when they start...
Reaction, I think you have to do on another creature's turn.
Okay, so once it starts their next turn, then I can do it.
Let me check, because I think you need to be wild shape to do Halo Spores, don't you?
No. It's just one reaction.
Yeah.
It's not as effective, I think.
Oh, that's right. I'm thinking of.
Or it's different. It's a different damage.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking of the original Spore Druid. Okay, yeah, you'd have to do it as a reaction,
Okay.
so not on your turn, kind of thing.
Okay, and everybody is still good for
Oh yeah.
mint.
Everybody is great. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay, that'll bring us to the two wolves in front of Baxter. And the one that got hurt by Baxter, its mouth is also going to coalesce, and a 15-foot cone of cold breath at Baxter. Baxter needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no, please don't.
Sounds so terrified by that thought.
And he knows the true terrifying nature of reality.
Yeah.
Let's see. You said dexterity saving throw?
Yep.
That's a 10.
10 is a fail.
Ooh. Ooh, buddy.
Baxter takes 18 points of cold damage as this breath just
Okay.
coalesces around
I'm
him.
gonna do a concentration check,
Alright. It does not
One
recharge.
second.
That one does not recharge its cold breath.
which I can do at advantage. Okay. I still maintain concentration.
Alrighty, and the second winter wolf in front of you is going to jump and try to bite you. And pull you off the horse.
Okay.
Pack Tactics, those other ones there. That's a 22 to hit.
Sorry, I know you did pack tactics. For my reaction, I can give them disadvantage. But
Okay, so
I don't know how that
it'd be
would
a straight
work.
attack roll.
Yeah.
So I would take you can do it if you want. The first one was a 15 plus 6 to hit.
Oh, okay.
With advantage, it was a 16 plus 6.
Yeah, it's all right.
Okay, so it lunges up in the air and bites you kind of on the midsection, and you take 8 piercing damage and need to make a strength saving throw or get knocked prone and pulled off the horse.
Okay. You said strength saving throw?
Correct.
That's gonna be a fail. Let me see. Yeah, so 11.
Okay, yeah, so it leaps up, bites you in the midsection, and pulls you off the horse, and
Okay.
you are prone on the ground.
Okay, and I'm gonna make a concentration check for that one.
Alright. It was 8 piercing damage, by the way.
Okay. And I succeed on the concentration check.
Okay, that'll bring it to Seafoam, who can't reach any of the wolves on its back. So Seafoam is going to fly 60 feet straight in the air. Just up in the air. And pray that you all can knock the wolves off. So Seafoam, which means that Leah, Ogden, Eclipse, and Henry are all now 60 feet in the air, along with the winter wolves that are on it. The 3 winter wolves, the one that Eclipse is on, the one that has Henry prone, and the one that's barely holding on. And that'll finally bring us to Monkfish, who got last in the initiative order. So,
Wow.
As a monk? Crazy.
Yeah. Monkfish on the back of Magenta is going to not do anything because it doesn't have any reach stuff.
Just be like Riddick. Leap of faith.
Yeah. Nah.
WWRD.
He's going to stay up here because yeah, that's his turn. Because I don't know.
That's not what Riddick would do.
That'll bring us to Henry. You're prone underneath this winter wolf, and the Tortelladon has gone 60 feet up in the air.
All right. How many creatures are within 5 feet of Henry?
Like allies or wolves?
Any.
3 wolves, and then Eclipse, Leah, and Ogden. So
Oh, they're all within 5 feet of me?
yeah, so 6.
Okay.
We're all on the back of this like 15
you're
square
surrounded.
foot, or like it's
15
Mhm.
feet long, 20 feet tall.
yeah. Like,
Okay. Then
it's-
I
yeah.
will not do... Actually... So, Henry is prone underneath this thing, right?
Correct.
Is it like open sky behind it, basically? Is it standing on...
Yeah, like blowing snow, yeah.
Okay. Can Henry... Since Henry has fly cast... Oh, I should actually make the concentration check for fly
Oh, yes.
when I made the...
Oh, when you
That's
got
right.
hit. So
Yeah,
you wouldn't
'cause
have
he got
gone
hit.
up 60 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let
Okay.
me just double check that real quick. Almost forgot. That's important. DC 10. Yeah, I got a 17. We're good.
Oh yeah, so 60 feet up in the air.
Okay. Very good. All right. So here's what Henry would like to do. Wolf's like this on top of him.
Yep.
Can he just like hover up a bit and then just like slide out, like just straight arms and legs, just slide out from underneath it and then pop up behind it?
I'll say, give me a dexterity check
Okay.
to see if you can maneuver that.
Maneuver between its legs.
Yeah.
Pretty
Okay.
much 0G.
14.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yep. Cool.
all right. So Henry moves up behind it, and then now that he's just adjacent to that wolf, he's gonna activate Cloak of Flies.
Okay.
So just buzzing insects just start swirling around him. Actually, no, that's right. I changed how it looks for Henry. Green like infernal letters are just like floating around him like they just floated off a page.
Nice.
That will do poison damage on the start of its turn, and he's gonna hit it twice with the flail.
Go for it.
Crit on the first one.
Nice. Max damage plus roll damage. That includes modifiers.
Sweet. And then 24 on the second.
Both hit. Just.
Sweet. So 16 damage on the first hit.
Oh, gross. Okay.
That was the crit. And then 8 on the second.
Nice. That one is barely standing up. It's like limping a little bit.
Okay. And then that's the end of Henry's turn. He's just like floating behind it.
Okay, that'll bring us to Magenta, where Monkfish, Ash, and Joseph are. Technically, Joseph is in the portable hole. Magenta is just gonna lean over. Oh wait, those wolves that she was biting at are on Seafoam's back now. Fuck it. Magenta is going to fly 50 feet up, and then
Whoa.
10 feet to the left, and get within range of Seafoam, and bite the wolf that's barely holding on. For a... Oh yeah, that's a 27 to hit. And bites into the back of this wolf on the back. That is 25 piercing damage. And that wolf is, if I'm looking at the correct one, yeah! That wolf is grabbed in the jaws of Magenta, and Magenta just kind of like shakes that wolf around and just tosses it away as its limp body just sails through the air.
Nice.
Dead. And now Ash can see. Ash and Monkfish can now see Leah, Ogden, Eclipse, and Henry.
Cool. Are there still 2 wolves on
There
Seafoam's
is.
back?
There's the one that Eclipse is dug into, and there's another one that's kind of hanging out.
All right. Ash is going to hop over onto Seafoam real quick.
Give me a acrobatics check.
Okay. Oh, are we not like right next to each other?
No. There's still a little bit of a gap.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, no. Acrobatics check because of the blowing snow and everything.
Okay. Can I reach the one that is can I reach the one that Eclipse isn't on from Magenta?
No.
Okay,
It's
then
kind of like on the other side of Magenta. Or
then I'm gonna
Seafoam.
try and hop over. Let's go.
Yep.
I got a 12.
12. You land, but you land prone.
Okay, do I know if I'm moving to stand up?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna get up. All right, well, and I'm gonna take the shove action on the one that doesn't have Eclipse on it.
Nice. That is a strength check, correct? Contested strength.
Athletics. Yeah.
Contested athletics. Okay. So that one is the
The
one...
grapple master is back.
Yeah, the one that was pinning Henry.
Mm-hmm.
The one that is like nearly dead.
Wait, no, didn't Magenta kill that one?
No, Magenta killed the one that was hanging on the side.
Oh, that one.
Oh,
Okay.
nice. The one
Yeah.
that bit me?
Yeah.
Or tried to bite at me?
That is a 22.
Saltines.
20 what? Sorry, I didn't hear the second number.
Oh, sorry, 22.
24.
Oh.
So you push it off the...
Just land and just kick it.
And it takes 6d6 of bludgeoning damage as it falls, because it's 60 feet up.
Mm-hmm.
It has 6 hit points, but I don't want to roll the dice anymore. 25 points of bludgeoning damage. It just slams into the ground and is dead.
Nice. And then second attack with swing around Lore Weaver at the one that Eclipse is on.
Yep.
That.
And because they're within 5 feet, it's not disadvantage on the attack rolls.
Okay. That's a 20 to hit.
Because these are also melee attacks. 20 hits.
Cool. That is 14 points of damage.
Alrighty. You
And
stab
then-
into it, and it whimpers, and it's still holding on.
Bonus action.
Yeah.
Cold Snap
Okay.
with the offhand.
Yeah, go for it, because you can dual wield martial weapons.
Yep, that's a 15 to hit.
15 does hit, though.
Okay.
You bring Cold Snap down.
So that is 4 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to give you the cold damage separately because
Don't
I'm
worry
guessing
about
it matters. Oh, okay.
It's immune to cold damage.
Oh, it's completely immune. Okay.
Mhm.
So I just like stab into it and then just like icicles appear across it and do nothing.
And just snarls at you, like... But it looks like it's about to die. Anything else,
Fantastic.
Ash?
Nope, that was everything.
Joseph's like, I think I threw up in here.
It's all right. We'll clean it. You can clean it up later.
That'll bring it to Ogden Boon. There is one more wolf on this Tortelladon, the one that pinned Henry. Or no, the one that Eclipse is on.
I am going to cast Firebolt at that
Okay.
mean.
And it's 5 feet in front of
Lupine.
it's 5 feet in front of you, beside you, so no disadvantage on that one.
Great, great. So then, yeah. Ooh. So that is a sweet, sweet 14.
14 hits as the firebolt hits it square in the face, and flames kind of start to singe and burn the fur.
Oh, poor pup. Puppy. All right, 2 10s. There we go. That is 18 fire damage.
Hits it in the face, and the flames cascade all across its face, and you can see the flames like burrowing into the eyes, and it just tumbles backwards off the Tortelladon and hits the ground with a very audible, like, wet thud as its bones in it.
With
Oh.
Eclipse still on it?
Eclipse, give me an acrobatics check, dexterity saving throw to see if you can like get off the Tortelladon, or off the Winter Wolf as it falls.
Back
Jump
up.
off the wolf, jump off the wolf, jump off the wolf.
Oh,
Get off the roof.
cool.
Get off the roof. Get off the roof.
That is a 25.
25. As it's falling, you just use the wolf as momentum and push it down, and you do like a front flip and land standing on the back of this Tortelladon, on the back of Seafoam.
That's what Riddick would do.
Nice.
Anything else Ogden did? There are no more wolves on this Tortelladon.
Right. Just as a reminder to the where's Baxter?
Can't see.
I
That's
think he's
excellent.
still on the ground.
Yeah, then that's all I have because I'm not in a position to move anybody or anything like that. So just where's Baxter?
And that'll bring it to Eclipse. And yeah, none of you have fly cast on you but Henry and the Tortelladons. And you're 60 feet up in the air, and you can't see anything below 10 feet under the Tortelladon.
Cool. Cool. Then in that case, I'm going to...
Oh yeah, both Tortelladons are in the sky, so everyone but Baxter are up in the sky.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's down there with 2 winter wolves, and I don't think there are any more up there. We've killed all the ones.
There are 3 down there. They're the one,
Oh.
there's one that's still on the left side, and then there's 2 that are in front of Baxter.
And that one on the left side has some damage on it. I don't know how much.
Oh wait, no.
'Cause I damaged.
This is one. Sorry, not the left one. One of the right ones.
Okay.
One of the right ones is completely fine.
I am going to hold my action until one of the wolves comes into melee range with me.
All right, 60 feet up in the sky.
Yeah.
Okay, that'll bring it to Baxter then, who is prone in front of 2 winter wolves.
So, coming to on his back in snow. He just kind of blinks. He takes an object in his hand and rolls it around in his knuckles. And does another Eldritch Blast at the one he's already hexed.
Okay.
At least the first Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, go for it.
15 to hit.
15 does hit, though. Right in the maw of this wolf.
Alright. And that is 11 plus 2.
Hey, why are you trying to
13
steal
points
my
of
kill?
damage.
How many?
That was
13.
my kill. I was like attacking him from the start, bro.
I don't. Where's that coming from? That someone talking?
I was. I like caught him
Where's
at full health.
Attacking him from the start, bro?
Yeah. Who? I don't know what that is. Anyways, sorry. What was the damage?
So it was 11 force damage and 2 necrotic damage from the hex.
Okay, so 13. All right. Into the face of the winter wolf. Anything else?
All right, I'll do the other one on it as well.
You got up from prone, right?
No, not yet.
Okay.
And that's a 13 to hit.
13 just hits.
Oh. Okay. And that is 15 force damage and 2
Okay.
necrotic damage.
All right. So. All right. And you're attacking one that you have hexed, right? Not the one that's on
Yes.
top of you. Okay.
Correct.
Anything else?
And then as a bonus action, I'm going to use my Maddening Hex, and both the one with the hex and the one next to it take 5 psychic damage.
Okay. Anything else?
And then he'll start to get up.
All right. So half movement to stand up.
Yeah.
And anything else or no?
No, that's bonus action, and movement.
Okay, that'll bring us to the wolf on the right then that isn't with those two. And seeing that you're the only one on the ground, it will move over to you.
Mhm.
And as it runs over, it's going to go for a bite attack against you.
Okay.
Oh, that's 9 to hit.
Okay. That does not hit.
So so now it's directly behind you. The other two are directly in front of you.
Oh, there's more of you, huh?
That'll bring us right to Leah.
So we're 60 feet-ish off the ground.
Correct.
Okay. How much movement does the Tortelladon have?
50 feet. Or sorry,
Okay.
no, sorry, wrong creature. I'm looking at the wrong stat block. 60 feet exactly.
Okay. From when we flew up.
Yeah.
Does she remember if the wolves were more parallel or more in front?
Parallel. You damaged all the wolves that were in front.
Okay. Leah's gonna coax Seabreeze or Seafoam into flying down 50 feet, so they're about 10 feet off the ground.
Okay, so that's your action to do that.
Yeah.
So it goes down 50 feet, 10 feet above the ground. And you're back basically... Are you going straight down, or are you going forward a little bit?
Forward, slightly, not super far
So
forward.
you can just see the back of Baxter and the wolf behind him, and the glowing eyes of two in front of him about 10 feet away.
Okay.
And that's your action to steer Seafoam.
Okay. We're good.
Okay, that'll bring us to the wolves in front of Baxter then. The one that is hexed is going to make a bite attack against Baxter for a 16 to hit.
Does not hit.
All right. The next one is also going to go for a bite attack. The one that was on top of you originally. It's going to lunge out and bite you. Oh, the first one should have pack tactics because they're...
Oh, yeah.
So that's instead a 17 plus 6 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
So that's only 6 piercing damage. And then a strength saving throw to see if you get knocked prone.
You said 6?
Yep.
Okay. And strength saving throw. -1. 16.
16, you're not knocked prone. You kind of like shrug that wolf off. The second one attacks with pack tactics for a 19 plus 6 to hit, 25.
That hits.
Okay, you take 13 piercing damage
Alright.
and strength saving throw again.
2 minus 1.
So you're knocked prone as it lunges and just
Yep.
pushes you back down into the ground. That'll bring us to Magenta, who is still 60 feet up in the air. Wait, no. I can't remember which Tortelladon goes first. Magenta goes first.
Mm-hmm.
Go. Seafoam, 10 feet off the ground.
Sorry, I need to roll concentration for both of those
Yep,
hits.
DC 10.
Okay, I got a 19 on the first one, so now I'm rolling for the second one. And that's a 12.
12. Okay, both succeed. So Seafoam, who is 10 feet above the ground now, is going to fly towards the wolf behind Baxter and make a bite attack against that wolf. And pack tactics as you're all on the back of it. That is a... Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. That is a 29 to hit. Don't piss these things off. 23 piercing damage to the wolf immediately in the back, which has not taken any damage yet. And now you're all kind of on the ground. Those of you that are on Seafoam, so that's Leah, Ogden, Eclipse, and Henry, and Ash now, on the back of Seafoam. On the ground, you can see Baxter, you can see the wolves, you can see that he's been knocked prone by one of these wolves. And that'll bring it to Monkfish, who is still up in the air on Magenta. And he's gonna be, fuck, you can hear him scream, fuck it, up there. And he's got slow fall, so... let me see, actually.
Am I within range of one of the wolves?
Oh,
because
it's 5 feet
or
away.
am I just up? Yeah.
5 feet away, yeah.
So can I take my reaction?
Which
A held action?
You can only reach the one that's behind Baxter.
Okay, I'll go for that one.
Okay, go for it. Make an attack roll. The Tortelladon races forward, bites into the back of that wolf, and you lunge forward with your weapon.
It's a fucking natural one.
Oh no! Wide miss. Some of the snow gets in your eyes, and you just... Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, okay. Now back to what I was looking at. He can reduce falling damage by 50. So, he's going to ready his sickle and leap off the back of Magenta.
You should tether that dude like a parade float.
Just whoo, he leaps through the air, falling like a skydiver. Just whoo, and he's going to try to... Well, he's nowhere near. Whatever. He's going to make a running leap. Cool. Fall through the air. And see if you can land on the back of that wolf in front of you guys. Natural 1. Those of you on the back of Seafoam, just see what's his name, Monkfish, face plant on the ground right beside you guys. Just so you can reduce the falling damage by 50 because of slow fall.
Monkfish, you okay?
18.
It's the hand.
18. 23 bludgeoning damage. He reduces it completely to nothing because the slow fall reduces falling damage by 50. He just stands up. Yep, I'm fine.
Great. How's the child you abandoned up there on the giant reptile with no one to steer it?
You know, I didn't think of that.
Yeah, because you're a moron.
Yeah, I got a really low intelligence score. Okay, well, a sickle. That is... Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, that's his reaction. Oh, it's his reaction, so he couldn't do that until the end of his until another creature's turn. Never mind. He's still in the air, falling. Nah, fuck it. He's fine. Sickle attack on the wolf for 6 slashing damage from his sickle. And you know what? He's had enough. That's his turn. And that'll bring it to Henry. You are within looking distance of 3 wolves. 2 in front of Baxter.
Henry's way up in the air
Henry's
still.
still in
Seems
the air.
still flying.
Right. Henry's still 60 feet up in the air.
Henry is luckily next to the pilotless Tortelladon.
He saw Monkfish jump off and just disappear.
Ah! Just was peeking like in the hole on its back. Just, what's going on?
Yeah.
Ah! Henry will fly down, take the reins, and then use his action or turn off the cloak of flies so he doesn't poison the. Yeah, so he doesn't poison the Tortelladon.
Yep.
And then just to use his action to fly it down to ground level.
So it gets to 60 feet on the ground, and Henry, you can see the other Tortelladon right there in front of, behind Baxter and 3 wolves, and then you can see Monkfish kind of just on the ground, standing up, perfectly fine.
I brought this. That'll be Henry's turn.
Okay, that'll bring it to Magenta, who is still in the air. No, you're on it. That's right, Henry's on Magenta. Magenta is going to move forward and then bite the wolf that's... Actually, go for the wolf that's got Baxter pinned prone and bite into that one with Pack Tactics. 27 to hit. And that wolf that's over top of Baxter takes 27 piercing damage. Which... Yeah. Bites into the back of it, shakes it around a little bit, but it's still sturdy. It's still over top of Baxter. That'll bring us to Ash. You are staring down some wolves. One within your reach. Only one within your reach, though.
Is that the one that's over Baxter?
Hold on. Yeah, well, the one behind Baxter, and there are 2 in front of him, but you can only reach the one currently that is behind him.
Sorry, the one that's currently what? You cut out for a second.
Oh, you can only reach the one that's behind him. From where
because we're behind.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that the one that has him pinned, or?
No, the one that has him pinned is on the left.
Okay. Can I hop off the Tortelladon and like run around to that one?
Easily.
Okay, so I'll do that, and I'll make my 3 attacks against that one.
Go for it.
And why not? Let's make these reckless.
Okay.
So, first attack. Wow, I crit. All right.
Max damage plus roll damage.
Second attack. I'll just roll the attack rolls. That or 25 to hit.
Hits.
And third attack is a 27.
All hit.
All right. Starting with the crit is 26 points of damage on the first hit.
Big ol' stab right in the belly. Just.
Second is 14 damage.
Okay.
And then 2 from Cold Snap.
2 piercing damage or 2 cold?
2 piercing. I didn't roll the cold damage.
It is barely standing. It's been like shish kebabbed like 3 times in rapid succession.
And it has disadvantage on attacking anyone but me.
All right. Anything else for Ash?
Nope, that'll be it.
All right. Joseph is going to use his action to scream out loud, bringing us to Ogden Boon.
Okay, so how do I assess the situation? I've got one that's just been really messed up because it was pinning Baxter, and that one's messed up.
Yep, there's one directly behind Baxter who still looks somewhat okay. Oh wait, hold on. I did that damage to the wrong Winterwolf. Whatever. Yeah, the one that had Baxter pinned is looking real bad.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah. Oh no, sorry. Yeah, the one that had Baxter pinned is looking awful. That's the one on the left. The one kind of in front of Baxter also looks really bad. And then the one behind him looks relatively okay.
I'm going to firebolt the one that's got Baxter pinned.
Okay, make an attack roll. From where you are, disadvantage because of the blowing snow. If you're staying on the back of the turtle, then disadvantage unless you move.
How far ahead is it?
About 10 feet.
Oh, so it's about 10 feet. So
Yeah.
If I get within 5 feet, that's striking distance for it?
Yep. Without disadvantage, yeah.
I'm gonna use... Wait, hold on.
Holding.
Could I use... oh, no, that might put Baxter in the way. I was gonna use a new spell. Okay, I'll use... I'll just use Lightning Bolt and get 2 of them at the same time.
And avoid Baxter.
Is there a way to avoid Baxter with that, or will he get...
The only way you do it and not hit Baxter is getting the one on the left or the one on the front. You can't get both.
Okay. So I'll get the one that has that looks more with it. Then I'll fire at the guy who looks more with it.
So the one in the back.
Yeah, I'll fire at the one in the back, and I'll use that at a 4th level, so it's 9d6.
Okay.
That's a dex save for it, but don't worry about rolling it.
Sure. Lightning.
So that's 9d6.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Dice prepped, everyone! Okay, so that is a... Oh, so many 1s this time. That's annoying. 10, 23. 23.
23. Still standing. And it just kind of looks... Now it looks real bad.
I'm gonna cast a... I'll wait, yeah. Then I've got nothing else, really.
Okay, that'll bring us to anything else, or is that it? Your turn?
No, that's it. Just a...
Cool. As lightning strikes, Eclipse, it's your turn.
Okay. I would like to attempt to parkour off of injured wolf to one of the front wolves.
You're not on any wolves.
But like from Seafoam off of injured wolf to
Wolf
one of the or is that I thought the wolf was to the side. Is that a lie?
The wolf in the back is the closest one.
Okay.
That's the one that looks the best.
The best?
The wolf on the left and the wolf in front both look like dog shit.
Okay, then I'm gonna those 2 are both by Baxter.
All 3 are by Baxter.
Okay. Then I'm gonna try to finish off the wolf to the left.
Okay, you'd have to get off the Tortelladon to reach it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Or you shoot it, but up to you. Shooting it would be disadvantage, but
Yeah. Nah. I'm gonna climb onto Bad Wolf.
okay.
Doctor Who fans?
Yeah, there
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. All right.
What you and Rose do together on your own time is your business.
So you're
Yes.
parkouring?
Yeah, I'm gonna parkour onto left wolf.
Okay, give me an acrobatics check to see if you can parkour.
No toppings, left wolf. Acrobatics is a 14.
14. Okay. You get to where you need to go.
Mm-hmm. Great.
You parkour on the back of some wolves.
Stab it with short sword, friend.
Oh, okay. Wait, which wolf are you attacking?
The left wolf.
Okay.
Yeah.
The one that Ash brutally skewered like 3 times.
Yeah.
Okay.
For a 17 to 16, I believe.
16
Yes.
will hit.
Great. All right, 5d6. Let's sneak attack.
Don't need it, but...
Hmm?
No, nothing.
Alright.
That has 4 hit points. It's just going to be overkill.
Oh.
Can I hold back my d6 or my sneak attack for a bonus action hit?
I'll allow it.
Okay. Then the first one I rolled was a 3 plus 5, or
Okay.
8 total.
You parkour over to it and sink into it, and it drops to the ground dead.
Alright. Then do I have enough movement left to reach Front Wolf?
Yes.
Okay. Then I would like to get to Front Wolf
Okay.
and attack with bonus action attack with my dagger.
Go for it.
Does a 13 hit?
13 just hits.
Whew,
This
sweet
leap
baby
on the back of
raise.
This wolf, leap through the air, stab the one wolf, then rush over to the other one and stab into that one.
Mm-hmm. All right. 3, 6, 11, 13, 17, 19 piercing damage.
Yeah, you raise over to that wolf and stab into it. You get it like right in like under the throat, and that one just also drops to the ground dead, leaving the only wolf left is the one directly behind Baxter.
All right. Then I'm gonna go over to Baxter and offer him a hand.
It'll be your action to come up.
I'm just offering my
Yeah.
hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
And anything else?
I'll just say, we've got your back.
Yeah, he's pretty much starfished in the snow.
Anything else, Eclipse?
Mm-mm.
And that'll bring it to Baxter.
Ah, thanks. Ugh. And he'll use half his movement to stand up.
Yep.
There's the thing that he killed, or the thing that he had his hex on was killed, yes?
Yep.
So he's gonna bonus action move his hex over to the only one left.
No, I have the one directly behind you.
Oh, there's another one of you, huh? And when he puts the hex on this one, he's just gonna give it disadvantage on strength save or strength checks.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever that does. And then he's gonna do 2 Eldritch Blasts on it.
Okay.
17 for the first one,
Hits.
and 23 for the second one.
Both hit.
Okay. And that is 21 force damage.
Total? Okay.
As he
yeah,
is
still
those
standing.
nearby with like passive perception greater than 10 would probably see him like knuckle juggling like a small black rod that... Have you guys seen like, what's it called, Venta Black or whatever? That
Nope.
Where it's like so this object that he has, it's almost like a negative space, as in like no light.
Oh, Vanta Black, the color?
Venta Black, yeah.
Yeah, just like the blackest
It's-
pigment of black they've
yeah.
ever made.
So if there was something to visualize what you're looking at here, that he's knuckle juggling, it's like this Venta Black rod that he's just kind of rolling around, and fires those 2 Eldritch Blasts at this wolf.
Alrighty. We'll bring it to that wolf then, who with its last ounce of strength with 1 hit point.
Is it within 10 feet of me?
Yes.
Can I use my reaction?
Sure.
Halo of Spores. It has to do a con save.
16.
It succeeds.
So nothing happens?
Nothing happens.
Alright, it's gonna it recharges cold breath. So it is going to cold breath everyone that is behind it, because that's where everyone's kind of gathered up. Aside from Baxter and Ash and Eclipse. So I need Ogden, Henry, Leah, Monkfish, and the 2 Tortelladons to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh!
Ooh. Magenta gets a 19, and Seafoam gets a 17.
15 for Henry.
15 for Henry.
There's a 4 for Ogden Boon.
That is a fail.
Mm-hmm.
21
shit.
for Leah.
That's a success.
I never rolled the
Okay.
balls. Never rolled the hex damage for those Eldritch Blasts, but that's okay.
So anyone who got below a 12 takes 19 cold damage. So I believe that's just Ogden Boon.
And then that's halved because of the cold resistance.
Yeah, so Ogden, you take 9. And
Everybody else also takes 9.
everybody else also takes 9. And then that'll
Nice.
bring us to Leah. Actually, no. The wolf is going to use its movement speed to try to not to disengage, but try to run away. So anyone around it can make melee attacks with melee opportunity attacks. So
Did
that's
Ash have
Ash.
this one?
That's Ash and
Okay.
Eclipse.
Or because I have Warcaster.
Yep.
I can do
So
my
everybody
attack.
can make opportunity attacks.
Alright. So
25.
Okay.
16 and a 12.
Okay.
Miss for Eclipse. It was a 12.
Okay.
No, 11.
We'll say because Ash got the higher number, he can do the 25. You definitely get the attack first.
Okay, wait, who was the other one that hit?
Baxter with
I mean, we could hit. We could simultaneously hit it.
All right. It has 1 hit point. How do you guys want to do this together?
Well, Ash's
Simul
plan
hit.
is Ash's plan is he's gonna see it start running. He's just gonna spin around Loreweaver and just like bring it around as like intercept its open mouth as it's running
Okay.
and just jam it down its throat.
All right.
If Baxter's coming at it from the other side.
And what does Baxter do?
Yeah. Baxter sees what's about to happen and he kind of just pulls his punch on it and lets it like sail away into the snow.
Okay. And that is the end of the
Alright.
encounter. All the wolves are dead.
Well, that was brisk.
Oh, okay.
Is everyone all right? We're all unharmed?
I'm somewhat harmed, but I'm all right.
Yeah. Mark me down for that as well. Can I start sussing out if these were the creatures responsible for the?
You can probably easily figure that out, yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure if like
Oh, yeah.
this
Keep
was
an eye
no
out.
boat accident.
Keep an eye out for any. It is Weihnacht, and keep an eye out for any ravenous reindeer men.
Oh right.
And
So
what's up?
you were saying earlier that Baxter doesn't know about these things.
Not
He's
this
never
village.
seen them before.
Well, these
No,
are
I
just
mean
these are just winter wolves.
Okay, so he knows about them.
Yeah.
Does he know if because of their magical nature, there's anything inherent about their anatomy that would
No.
prove useful?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, nothing then.
And I forget what I was saying.
Sorry.
Does anyone remember what I was saying?
You were saying something after I checked, and they were very
yeah.
obvious.
The Tortelladons start like eating. They can like whole gulps, not whole gulps, but like 2 gulps each, kind of eating the remains of the wolves.
Whoa!
Well, they did say they're carnivorous.
Oh, you earned that appetite, Seafoam. And Leah's just gonna like lovingly like give the Seafoam a little pat on the head.
And it like lunges towards you because it's eating. And then goes back to eating the wolf. And the storm is still pretty thick and cold and blowy, and there's dead bodies everywhere. Still.
Maybe we should seek shelter while our riding companions have some dinner and we get out of the storm.
Yes, I'll get on that. That sounds like a good idea. And he'll start looking around.
Okay.
You said that there was.
Yeah, it's a village that's been basically everyone's been murdered in it. It looks like. There are like huts and everything. That said, though, because of the storm, everyone who is not resistant to cold, give me Constitution saving throws.
Oh boy.
Rolling good tonight.
10 for Eclipse.
Okay.
18 for Henry.
Okay.
30-20 for Leo.
Okay.
13 for
13. This also includes the Tortelladons. What did Ogden get? Oh, you have the. Never mind. Because of the natural 20 for Seafoam and a 16 for
Magenta?
Magenta, and then Joseph actually needs to make one too.
All right, he's in the hole.
Joseph got a 14 plus 0. He's a kid. No modifiers. Who else? Monkfish succeeded. Blah blah blah. Blah blah. I think that's everybody. So yeah, everyone got above a 10, so you don't notice anything. It's just really cold.
Ooh.
So here's
Above a 10 or a 10 or higher?
Oh, 10 or higher.
Great.
So I had the thought actually about traveling because I've got my hole on the back of that Tortelladon over there, and I was thinking if Ogden can make the little hut on top of like where the hole is, then we could sort of turn this Tortelladon into sort of like some sort of mobile home.
You're a flippin' genius.
Because like there'd be the area around the dome, but then like the hole in there, and then the whole hole would be climate controlled.
I don't see what could go wrong with that.
I'm trying to see if the tiny hut would move.
It moves with.
It remains stationary.
But well, oh yeah, because we move it. Yeah, it moves with the ship when we cast it.
We did manage some. That was a little bit of shenanigans.
Okay.
I'd say for this purpose, it was not moved with the Tortelladon.
What if we cast it
creature,
inside the hole? Because technically that's extra dimensional space and doesn't move.
You can certainly try.
These are all great. I could also make an ice shack on top of these guys. We've got some tarps here.
It does sound like a little old place where we could get together.
Ice shack, baby, ice shack. Ice shack, baby, ice shack. Well, okay, so I've got 4. I can make 4 walls on the edge of these Tortelladons. I can make 4 very thick ice walls, and then we could throw something over the top, leave a little room for a chimney, build a fire in that extra dimensional space. We'd be snug as a bug in a rug.
Would they be able to carry all that ice?
Let me think about that for a second and do the math and get back to you.
Tortelladons, I'll just let you guys know how much they can carry. They can carry up to 10,000 pounds of weight atop their shells, but move at half speed if the weight exceeds 5,000.
All right.
I doubt that's going to take up 5,000 pounds. But ice is pretty dense.
Doesn't express weight here.
Gonna have to do the math.
How much does 1 square foot of ice weigh?
That'll be 1 cubic foot of ice would be the issue.
Yeah, you're right.
Like 50 pounds, probably.
Math, the core of D&D.
The Tortelladon is 15 by 20 feet, so...
Wow, yeah, actually, a cubic foot of ice weighs 57.2 pounds.
That was close.
Yeah. So if I'm trying to use 4 charges to make kind of 4 walls, so that'd be what, 228 pounds, about 230 pounds.
That's what we'll say. Sure.
Yeah.
Well, wait, how big? No, because that's a square foot.
This is a magical world.
That's a square foot. Multiply everything by 10. So 2,000-ish pounds.
Well,
Wow.
wait, how many square feet is each wall?
Oh no! How many cubic feet?
2,000
Well,
pounds.
if we keep it at a foot thick, then we don't have to worry about
Yeah.
volume.
Let's go with 2,000 pounds.
Sounds good.
I think that's fair,
It's a lot of ice.
and I'll gradient it up a little bit.
Plus everyone on top of it.
I still start whistling.
Okay. And yeah,
I don't know if I'm gonna cast it, but I'm certainly gonna get whatever survivor pack tarp up on top to try and get like a makeshift like.
Okay.
That whistle had a vibrato, and I was very impressed for a second.
The storm does, again, it's still very potent, very blinding, like just the brightness of the snow and how thick it is.
So now we've got a fire. May we use the extra dimensional hole as a makeshift sort of fire pit?
Sure.
Yes, I don't see us making any headway, especially when we can't really make north or south of where we're trying to go.
Yeah, this is the biggest I think our party's ever been. I want to make sure there's room for everybody. Do we need the tiny hut as well?
Well, wait. Hang on. Are we trying to keep traveling, or do we want to hunker down
You get
until
the
the
idea
storm
the
ends?
storm's not going to be over anytime soon.
Okay. So trying to hunker down on the Tortelladons and just go is probably a good idea. Is probably necessary.
That's what you put together, yeah.
Okay.
So keep moving.
I think so.
Great. Sounds perfect. Yeah. We'll slow and steady wins the race. We'll check it out.
We're riding tortoises.
Well, they're not slow and steady. They're quite fast.
Yeah.
It's about the metaphor.
So Ogden and I could steer because we don't seem to be bothered by the cold.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Someone needs to be outside to like guide these things. They can't just like go on their own.
Perfect.
And there is a visible road. You just can only see about 10 feet in front.
Right. I don't know if I necessarily trust them to like keep to the road and keep going.
Yeah, we don't have to make cold checks. Ooh, chill bros.
Does Ash still have the umbrella
Chill.
out, or is that long gone, the parasol?
Oh no, well he
Popped it into.
it's in the hole. It's probably in the hole.
Okay.
It's in the hole. Oh, I gotta.
Ash will jump in and get the parasol for when he's driving.
Okay.
Nice.
Great. Yeah, then I get in. I'm going to volunteer to drive the houseboat one.
Houseboat one. Which one is that?
I think we probably iced up C. No.
Magenta had the hole.
Yeah.
Magenta had the whole. So then, yeah, we moved over to Magenta. Then.
So is everyone on Magenta then?
Ash is driving Seafoam alone.
Okay, I'm gonna
At least in the same,
do
yeah.
the. So Ash is the only one on Seafoam.
Mm-hmm.
Is Joseph
Wow.
with Ash or no? Oh, Joseph would be in the hole.
No, Joseph's in the hut.
So that's on Magenta, right?
The igloo that we made.
Yep. Okay. So Ogden is steering Magenta, and I'll just say everybody else is on that one. Okay, and is Baxter still on his Phantom Steed?
I was just going to ask, care to join us in the warm igloo, Baxter?
Yes, that sounds like the most prudent path.
Great,
Kind
great.
of shoulders slumped, kind of waddles over.
Well, we made some footholes on the side of the ice. You're gonna have to scurry up in there.
Okay.
All right.
And he goes to do that.
Okay, you can do so pretty easily, and the rest of you, yeah, You're all on your Tortelladons.
Hey, Baxter, are you doing okay? You seem a little less enthusiastic than normal.
Sorry. My mind wandered.
Well, if you ever need help focusing, there's a little trick that I learned when I was younger. Think of 5 things you can see, 4 things you can feel, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste.
I'm not good at math.
But it's just the highest number is 5. You just
Right.
It's 5. Well, it could really be any sense.
You can tell
But
that
it's just-
he's only half hearing what you're saying. It's
Can-
almost as if there's like another something he's also listening to inside of his head.
Okay. Well, I'll write it down for you. But just if you ever need help, I'd be happy to. And I think any of us really would anyway, except maybe Monkfish or Joseph. All right. Just don't get too deep in thought. And she'll cross to the other side.
And the Tortelladons start their little march forward through the village. And as you leave the village, the trails of messed up, mauled bodies get left behind. Again, the sign to the village says, because there's another sign on the exit saying, "Thank you for visiting Blue Haven." And as you guys leave the village and head towards, continuing down the road through the dense snowstorm towards the forest of Goliocran, we're going to take a quick break right there. And it feels so good to say we're going to take a break instead of just being
We did
cut
it.
off.
We made it to the break.
Knock on wood, knock on wood.
I have more work.
And we're going to take a quick break. We'll see you guys back here in about 5 minutes. Hi, everybody. We're back with Beneath the Tide, and knock on wood, we're still going. So, yeah, you guys continue moving forward on these Tortelladons towards in the direction of Goliocran Forest. It'll be about another, let's say, based on the Tortelladon speed, another hour before you get to the forest. So, what's everyone doing on the back of these Tortelladons for an hour?
So Ash and I are driving. Is it cool? Can this count as a short rest for hit dice?
I'm giving everybody a short rest. Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Baxter's going to...
I'll spend one.
Yeah.
Baxter's going to take a moment with Eclipse.
Okay.
And kind of saddle up next to her. Thank you for your words.
No problem. It's what any crew should do for each other.
Crew?
I consider you an honorary member for the time being.
What do you mean crew? Baxter still doesn't know you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Or anything.
Oh, we sail around the globe on a ship.
The airship?
No, just a regular ship.
Oh.
Pretty sizable brig, or it was.
And just to, like... Gundar's airship was a hot air balloon.
Yeah.
There actually isn't hot airships anymore. Or airships, rather. Just hot
It
air
also,
balloons.
yeah, flew sideways if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Because it was so fast.
Yeah.
It was just like we just like sat plastered against the bottom of the basket for like an hour as we went somewhere. It was the worst way to travel, but it was fast. And
It was so
we were at a
fast.
time crunch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. So sorry, just world knowledge.
But yes, Eclipse. Perhaps you're worth talking to about this. But
Yeah, shoot.
so you heard my story. I won't go into it again. It brings up bad thoughts.
Yeah.
After the incident, obviously the people of the town noticed that people were missing. The rumor, if we happen to go back there and you hear about it, probably not. It's been over 100 years, but the rumor was that my brother left town with Victoria.
I'm sorry.
But obviously that's not true. I saw her get pulled through a portal. Still don't know what happened to James. He's gone? I mean, he's probably dead by now. They're both probably dead, but, I mean, the only reason not the only reason, but one of the reasons I've still kicked around is the hope that I would find them and free them. If they are indeed trapped somewhere.
Well, if it's of any help, I grew up without knowing my father was actually my father. But I did find out eventually. And I think what I'm trying to say is family always comes together in the end when you need each other most. So I think you'll find him again. In this life or after.
After, right. That's a tough one. Anyway, the point is, one of the many things that I try to do that keeps me in the present is try not... You've seen... In that little battle back there, you got a glimpse of a little bit of what I can do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's nothing crazy. I mean, it's crazy, but you folks can take care of yourselves much better than I. But the stuff that I dabble with, it's best if you don't try to comprehend it. The trick that works best for me most of the time is to not ask questions and just do what needs to be done.
All right. Well, I guess since you've probably told us all you can tell us without going insane, we won't pry any further. Unless you wish us
I
to.
honestly would love to, but my own mind can't comprehend much more. So it's best if we don't try to.
Understood.
If anyone asks, would you voice that for me? It's always much more difficult to talk amongst a group as in front of other people than it is one-on-one.
Sure. I'll do my best to translate what you want me to say precisely.
No, I mean,
or
it doesn't have to be precise, just,
get the general idea across.
Yeah, give Baxter some space. He has a certain way of things, the whatnot.
Right. Yeah, I can do that for you.
Thank you. And thank you for more than that, and thank you for everything. And he kind of drops his head.
Like I said, and she'll clap his shoulder. You're an honorary crew member.
Yeah.
You look out for each other.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, so you guys keep going down the road. Anyone else doing much of anything? Ogden and Ash are busy steering, so that leaves everybody else. That leaves basically Leah, Henry. Leah and Henry, because Eclipse is talking with Baxter, so.
So, Carnifax, what would you do during Wine Ogden Eve? Did you and your demons down there do anything in particular? Did you mock the people up here? Did you have your own version of events?
First of all, devil.
Devil, right.
Second, we don't really keep track of the date, really, and I think time moves differently on different planes. So, yeah, it wasn't really a thing in hell.
If you could have your own Wine Ogden Eve in hell, what would you do, Carnifax?
I really don't fully understand holidays, actually, now that you I'm not really sure I'm clear on what they are.
Well, I guess that's fair enough. So, I know you're quite used to being a more tropical climate down there, obviously. Well, maybe a little more than tropical.
It's a dry heat.
Yes, dry heat. I guess, yes. So do you prefer more of a dry heat or more of a wet heat? Does the humidity bother you?
Not really. Wait, really quick. Is it the 9 hells or is it the abyss that devils are from?
Devils of the
9
Nine
hells.
Hells.
9 hells? Okay. Well, actually, I think it depends on which of the 9 hells. I didn't really travel that much within them, but I think some of them. I think there's probably humidity in some of them.
Yeah, there's one layer of the 9 Hells that's super, super cold.
Oh yeah, one's actually really cold now that I think about it.
Oh, why didn't you travel very far? Not your cup of tea?
Well, you're kind of, it's a little, you know, if you don't have a reason to, you kind of follow orders.
Oh, I guess, yeah, that does make sense.
Very organized.
Do you wish it was a little less organized down there?
Well, I mean, no. Organization is, well, that's just how the universe works, isn't it?
Chaos, order, whatever you want to call it.
No, those are two different things.
I don't know. I think the universe is wonderfully chaotic.
Yeah, that's what the demons think too, and that's what causes us to be in a millennium-long war spanning, well, planes.
So what's the first thing you think you're going to do once you're out of Henry?
Probably go back home. And then I guess I'll do whatever I'm told.
You're not going to get any freedom? You're just going to be bound to another Henry again.
Well, freedom is kind of a mortal concept. That I guess I kind of have right now.
So, do you like doing what you're told, Carnifex?
I've never thought about it before. It's kind of just been what I do.
But you don't have to do it just because you've always done it.
I mean, I kind of did, really. That it was like part of my being. Like law and order is part of who I am. Like law and order and evil, that's like all I've got. That's like what I'm made of.
Well, you could have a little more evil over that law and order, you know. A little more chaotic. Do what you want, not do what you're told.
Yeah, that's not usually how it works.
Well, things don't have... Is anything usual about this group?
No, really no. But now that you mention it, no one's telling me to do anything, and I don't really feel compelled to do what I'm told.
So what do you feel compelled to do?
Nothing.
I think you could use a vacation, Carnifex.
Never had one before.
Ooh, you might like it. You could go somewhere that has a very nice dry heat. Just relax somewhere. Inhabit a different mortal. Or just go on the wind and do what you want.
Huh. I never thought about this before.
Oh, I didn't mean to give you such a hard thing, Carnifex.
I kind of have. Talk to the other guy. I need to think about this, and then just.
You
Hello.
have a double an existential crisis.
And as that conversation kind of winds down and wraps up, the storm also starts to fade away as you guys approach the exterior of Goliocran Forest. A large, dense, carnivorous forest, pine trees as far as the eye can see as it spans almost the entire continent. Hair in my mouth. And the road winds into the Goliocran Forest. Little blinking ethereal lights can be like seen floating around a little bit. And no snow whatsoever has breached the canopy of the forest.
Oh.
Like the canopy is just so dense, snow can't get in.
So it's pretty dark in there now at this point.
Incredibly dark in there. It's about 2 p.m. in the afternoon. Because you guys have only been traveling for about 2 hours total. And it is just completely dark in there. No sunlight gets through the canopy.
Can our mounts
They have dark vision.
get right? But can they? I mean, they're pretty huge, right? Can they get through the dense tree coverage?
They can still go along the road.
Oh, okay, cool.
So there are still roads that go through it. And they can
Alright.
easily topple trees too.
Well, it's about time for some new scenery.
So, Ash and Ogden, you guys are controlling the Tortelladons.
Shall we head forward?
Yeah, sounds like a plan. You should I lead the way? Should you lead the way?
Yeah, there's only enough room for like one Tortelladon, single file. So,
With respect, I imagine that maybe. How's your vision? How's your?
Does Ash have dark vision? I don't think he does.
I don't think so.
Okay, well, how about this? Do you want to switch Tortelladons and I'll lead?
Sure, we can do that.
Yeah. I figure.
You guys don't have to switch. You could easily just go in front of one another.
I just didn't want the. I'm more worried about it. Well, the reason I asked to switch
right.
Ash is because I don't want to, be up front with everybody in back
That's
here.
right. Everyone has one.
So I've got everyone on that one, and I figured if a trap is in front and it springs or I don't see it, I'd rather not have. I'd rather not crash the big one.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, and I wanted to bond with that beautiful creature over there.
I mean, we can talk regardless of who's in front. You don't have to that can happen regardless.
That's fair too. I just wanted to. I'd rather keep everyone else safe and make sure. I'm not looking to spring any traps for you guys. I just don't want everyone to, be in the same spot.
Yeah, yeah. All right, let's switch.
Alright, you guys switch to Tortelladons. Ash is now steering Magenta with everyone on it.
This is your new captain speaking. We're heading into the woods.
And Ogden is steering Seafoam with no one on it.
What? Oh. It peeks out of the ice walls.
What
Was that?
It started to melt in there. It's like a very nice toasty situation on that Tortelladon's back, I'm sure.
And you guys start going down the road into the forest.
Oh yeah.
Alright, as soon as you get into the dense forest, the temperature quickly changes from like severe cold to almost warm. Like a warm autumn's day. Because none of that cold air and anything can actually breach the forest. It's so thick. So it goes from bitter cold to, oh, it's really warm all of a sudden. And you guys start going down the road. Again, dense forest on either side, blinking like kind of floating ethereal lights kind of floating through the air. Different colors, like rainbow color, just floating through the air. You're just following along the road. And eventually, after about 10 minutes or so, you come to a fork on the road with a signpost that says left, Roterstein Village, to the right, Niamstrom.
No, Roterstein. Baxter will poke his head out. I believe Roterstein is the destination.
Roterstein. Did I hear that, Roterstein?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Yeah, well, on we go then. Let's go.
What does Baxter know about this other destination?
Namstrom, it's where Gundar's from.
Oh, okay.
It's a frozen city built into like a frozen mountainside.
Okay.
Everything's made of ice. And you guys start going to the left. Towards Roterstein Village down that road.
Are we there yet?
No.
No.
Would Baxter know about how long it would take to get there from here?
Not on the back of a Tortelladon.
Okay.
But probably 6 hours or so.
Well, hunker down, everyone. Does anybody have any games they'd like to play to pass the time? Anybody have a dragon chess set? I fancy myself a good player, but I do not have a set on me.
Nope.
Unfortunately, no.
Oh no! Wait.
Oh yeah, I've got one. I've got one right here.
Wait, what?
But I don't know if this is a sturdy enough kind of play area.
Just play in the hole.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah. Well, Ash will reach into his bag. He's, all right, you can use mine.
Oh.
And
oh my.
as you guys are preparing to play chess, kind of down the road a little bit, kind of off the side of the road, kind of in like the foliage and brush, you see what looks like an overturned carriage, overloaded with just like stuff spilling out of it, like gold coins and stuff like that, and kind of like dancing around the roads near it are these glowing same like glowing lights, rainbow colored. I need everyone but Ogden Boon to make an intelligence saving throw.
Even if we're in the hole?
Yes. Because there's like this kind of like coming from those lights. So yeah, everyone needs to make an intelligence saving throw. But Ogden Boon.
22.
22. All right. Baxter.
13.
13. Okay.
Ash got half of what Eclipse got, but not in the math way.
I don't know what that means. What'd you get?
I got a 2.
Oh. All right. Leah, what'd you get?
16.
Okay. Nice.
Henry got an 11.
Henry got an 11. Monkfish got a 15. Joseph got an 8. And then the Tortelladons.
Oh no, they're not bright.
Magenta got a 7. Seafoam got a natural 20. And Ogden is currently on Seafoam.
Mm-hmm.
So,
This is the smart bus.
Baxter, Ash, Leah, Henry, Joseph, and Magenta. You are all compelled to move towards that carriage. So Magenta starts lumbering towards the carriage at full movement speed, which has everybody on it.
She's behind me, though, yes?
Correct. So she'll lumber towards it through the trees.
Oh, she's starting. Just move toward.
Can I check to see? Can I just make an insight check to see if they've been charmed or they're just taking after Eclipse's natural curiosity?
Nothing to do
Following
with
her
charmed.
lead.
Nothing charmed at all.
Okay.
Can I?
What's
Make
up,
it.
Garrett?
Oh, so you said that the rest of us were compelled to move as well?
Yes, you guys would be climbing off.
Since this thing is moving towards it, would we be crawling across it as well to also?
Well, if it's Magenta's moving closer, so no one's compelled to get off because you're moving towards your destination.
Okay, thank you.
But Magenta does get there, and you're all kind of sat on the back of the Tortelladon. The Tortelladon kind of brushes past Seafoam and gets to this carriage. which has everybody on it. So Baxter, Ash, Leah, Henry, Joseph, and Magenta are very compelled by this carriage and the spilling treasure out of it.
I know this is a very compelling carriage full of loot, but shouldn't you all be making sure that it's safe? I mean, this isn't like anybody else. And she's just talking to like the general group.
Oh yes, it's likely trapped, but you know, a lot of this stuff is very useful, probably.
And just looking here, you can see thousands of gold pieces kind of scattered around. Something that looks like a spell scroll. A spell book covered in a thin layer of ice. A massive looking belt. And a crystal vial that looks very expensive.
Yeah. What's happening? So you kicked it up into high gear there.
So Ogden finally gets over with
Ash.
some fun.
What's up? But I'm gonna also do the stand outside the thing, like rub your lower back, like that dad way. That.
Okay.
So what are y'all looking at? What's the
The lights are still kinda
what's going on
The
here?
lights are still kind of swirling around and like singing.
You know, I think they're acting like me, but more compelled. It's strange.
No one's
Like-
Can you hear me?
I know we can hear you.
Yeah, they can hear.
Can you... Oh no.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go check out some of these trees then. All right.
Ogden? I don't think he can hear us.
Can you hear us, Caleb? Can you hear us? We're talking to you.
I can't hear you at all. Oh, hey. I was like, don't know what you guys are talking about. Headphones are gone. I was like, cool, you guys are icing me? It's weird. Why did you decide to ice me? That's okay. I'll
No,
go enjoy these
They
trees.
can all hear. They're just
Foliage
enamored.
is beautiful.
They can hear perfectly fine. They're just enamored by the treasure, and it seems perfectly safe to them. Nothing about it appears wrong in any way.
Ooh,
Can I check it out? Just as a
Yeah, can I help him?
Give me a... Because it's not trapped in any way.
yeah. I would want to
Give me an Arcana check with advantage, because Eclipse is...
Oh.
Well, Eclipse isn't proficient in Arcana, so just a straight Arcana check.
Okay.
while this is going on, Leah, was it?
Leah, yes.
Leah, right. You see this right here, and he holds up like one of the items that looks like really valuable.
Like in the treasure pile?
Yeah.
Okay, as soon as you touch it...
19 Arcana check.
Okay,
I
cool.
was getting before he got in there.
As soon as he
Before
touches
he got
it,
fully in there.
Ogden, this seems very similar to these spirits that kind of lure people in.
Okay.
And as he picks up the vial,
can I react?
lights-
Can I
the
smack
lights-
him?
yeah, it doesn't make a difference. And the lights stop flying and singing, and they coalesce into these large glowing orbs of light. And I need everybody to roll initiative. There's 8 orbs of light.
Okay.
Are these
Are we
these
back?
will-o-wisps?
Yeah, as soon
Shake
as that ends, as soon as they manifest, that goes away.
Oh,
I smack his hand and go, wisps!
And Joseph is right here, by the way.
oh, he got out of the
no.
hole.
Yeah.
Oh, because
Wait
he
a
wanted,
minute.
he wanted that
Oh, wait, hold on.
treasure.
He failed.
Wait. It is a 10-foot deep hole.
Joseph's stuck in the hole. He can't get out.
Yeah,
He's a little kid. Yeah, that's right.
he needs to be let in and out. Nope,
Yeah.
good. Time out.
All right.
He's just trying to climb the flat side of it.
Oh my god. Okay, Eclipse, what'd you get for initiative?
16.
16. Ash.
Good question. Let me
Okay.
roll that. 9.
Ogden.
Wow.
With advantage? Oof.
Yeah, I rolled a 6 and a 7.
Ogden Boon.
I got a dirty 20.
Leah.
Or
Oof. Henry.
13.
13. Baxter.
13.
13. The Warlocks can decide who goes first.
After you.
I have a +4 to Dex.
Well, I
Plus 2.
think D&D Beyond will
Oh
automatically
wow.
make
Okay.
it. All right. So one of the Will-O-Wisps goes first with a very high dex because they are very dexterous.
Oh no.
And from each one of them, they shed 25 to they shed like a 5-foot radius of light.
Are they all in front of us, or like?
They're all kind of
space?
like around.
Okay.
You guys kind of like circled around almost.
Okay.
Yeah. But they're all within. They're all like 10 feet off the ground. One of them is going to do a shock attack against who? There's like 8 people here. It's going to do a shock attack against, plus the Tortelladons, that's actually like 10 people. I rolled D10 to see actually who it hits. Okay, it's going to go for a shock attack against Henry. It's just,
Oh dear.
oh, that does not hit. That's an 11.
Ah.
It goes to shock you, and you're just like, "Nyeh."
Oh yeah. Flails out because I rolled initiative.
Yeah, that'll bring us to another will-o-wisp who floats towards Ogden Boon and goes to make a shock attack for a, man oh man, 14 to hit.
Shield as a response.
Okay. Another one of these will-o-wisps is going to float towards Henry again and go for another shock attack. That is a 16 to hit.
That exactly hits.
Alrighty, Henry, you take 4 points of lightning damage as it and another will-o-wisp
Ocarina of Time.
flies towards Leah. And that is a 23 to hit Leah. With a shock.
Yeah. Yeah, that is.
Okay, Leah, you take 9 points of lightning damage.
Ow.
Just
Is that 3 or 4 wisps so far?
4. There's 8 total. Ogden Boon.
Yes.
It's
Oh,
your
it's my turn?
Yeah.
Great. Awesome. So, from where I'm standing, I
Correct.
slapped his hand, and then something attacked me here.
Yeah.
Or I imagine somewhere
it just
vaguely.
it floated over and just. Yeah.
Okay, great. Now, if I were to see it and I were to cast a cone, like how many can I hit?
That's
my-
4.
4?
The 4 that just
Great.
moved, yeah.
Great. Guys, new spell I made. New spell I made. Here it comes, finally. Rolling it out. I want to cast the spell Foresight.
Okay.
I will explain what that is and what that
Yeah,
does.
I forget already. It's been a
Yeah.
while.
So it is a 60-foot cone.
Yep.
That the caster conjures forth a scythe of inevitable divination energy. The caster can force the targets in a 60-foot
That's
cone to
right.
make an intelligence saving throw. The targets in the cone take 3d8 scales up with slot level psychic damage as they are confronted with thoughts of their own inevitable demise. And for me, I was thinking that he stares daggers at them, and then they kind of just and they see the thing that they love getting sliced in their mind with a psychic.
The will-o-wisps see what
scythe.
they love.
Yeah, or like they see like whatever future, like the death of someone else. They see that future. Have you ever seen I Heart Huckabees?
Nope.
Okay. There's a moment where like they're having horrible thoughts. So you have to slash them with a machete. It's essentially that.
Okay.
Nice.
So any of
Love
all
it.
their positive thoughts getting slashed
So
with a scythe.
Intelligence saves, correct? Is that what we're talking
Yes, that is
Yeah.
intelligence saves of yeah. So you got to beat a 16.
So the first wisp, 17.
Oh, half damage.
Second wisp, 13.
Great.
Fourth wisp, 12. Or third
Mhm.
wisp, 12. Fourth wisp, natural 20.
Nice. Ooh, so we've got lots of half damage. And
Yeah,
I'm
2 half
casting
damage,
this-
2 full damage.
Great. Okay, so sorry, we're doing this, and it is a divination spell because they're seeing their future die.
And what does it look like to everybody else? Nothing?
I want it to be really dumb and cheesy but just arguably okay.
Sure! You just see Ogden Boon concentrate, and the wisps seem to, like,
And people
distort a little.
like you'd be like super like, are you okay? Shh.
Alright, let's roll that damage.
All right, I will roll that beautiful bean footage. Let me see which
Bean
one I wanted.
footage?
Okay, it was a commercial for
Yeah.
Bush's Baked Beans.
Oh,
Yeah.
It was an American TV commercial. So I'm gonna do that at 5th level, which gives me 7d8.
yeah. As he focuses on these 4 will-o-wisps.
Oh,
Will-o-wisps are fun.
6, 7. Great, got it. Got him. Prepped it, guys. All right, so balls. Pardon me. All right, so 27 damage for full damage, and then half that for the ones who saved. I think
Okay,
3
so
saved.
2 of the will-o-wisps get instantly eradicated. They just disappear like. Yeah. And the other 2 will take 13. Yeah, those will-o-wisps are like flickering, like the lights are going out, like a faulty light bulb. Anything else, Mr. Boon?
Who around us could use it? I was thinking about giving anyone else Dragon Breath. Does anybody need it? You're probably all fine.
That would use a spell. slot that would
Ogden,
only
give
do
me
one.
a.
Oh wait, no, yeah, I could do it.
Based on how like you're a con check on what these things are,
Mhm.
you would know they're resistant to thunder, cold, fire, necrotic acid.
Yeah, so I just go, great. Let's go, team.
Anything else?
That's all I've got.
All right. Oh.
Yeah, that's all I've got.
That'll bring us to 2 other will-o-wisps. One is going to fly towards Ash and miss with a 10.
Yeah.
Just second one in that little grouping is going to sail right towards Eclipse. And that is a 14 to hit, which is also a miss. That'll bring us to Monkfish. It's just going to go unarmed strike. And he's going to punch the will-o-wisp that's closest to him. For a 28 to hit. Just punch a will-o-wisp to death. For 6 bludgeoning damage. And it's magical, so he's a monk, and he's going to swing around and do a spinning heel kick to the same one. For an 11 to hit. He just whiffs right over it, and he's like, okay, Joseph, you're up.
What?
And Joseph's like, no, I'm staying in the hole.
Good child. Bad monkfish.
And that'll bring it to Eclipse.
That's strike 2 today.
That'll bring it to Eclipse.
Are there any in range of me?
Yeah, there's like one that came to attack you, and then there's 2 more behind it, about 10 feet up in the air.
Okay. I'm going to slice and dice the one that attacked me first.
Okay.
That's a 19 to hit.
19 just hits as you slash at this tiny orb of floating light.
Okay.
Well done, Koana. You hear him say, but it doesn't make any sense to you.
Oh, you have a carrot with these fails today. It's fucking 1, 7,
Nice.
9, 12, 18, 19 plus. Oh, I'm on the wrong tab. Plus 5 is 24 points of piercing damage.
Nice. You reach forward and stab at that one. That just came to shock you, and it disappears.
Mm-hmm. All right. And then bonus action with the dagger. Gonna try to jump up and get one of the 2 above me and just say, "What did you call me?"
Sure.
Natural 20.
Okay.
A dagger,
Max damage plus roll damage.
which doesn't do much.
Wait, you're not
All right.
attack?
No, I already used it.
Oh, that was so good.
Yeah. And I also didn't activate the poison either, so it's just a D4.
It's not
So that's
+1?
no.
Oh, okay.
So it's a 4 plus to 6 piercing damage.
Okay. Stab. But it is a magical dagger, so there you go.
Yeah.
Anything else, Eclipse?
No, just like turning to Baxter and saying, what did you say?
And that'll bring us to Baxter.
Nothing. And he, where's the largest cluster of them?
The 4 that were in front of Ogden Boon, but now there's just 2 left.
Okay.
In that cluster, there's 1 in front of Ash, and there's 2 10 feet in the air behind Eclipse, in front of Eclipse. So there really isn't a big cluster at this point.
Okay. There's no big clusters. Okay. That's fine. But there's 2 in front of Eclipse?
Correct.
Yeah, he's pretty much just gonna say, nothing, and cast Hex on one of those, and then follow it up with, Eldritch Blast.
Sure.
And he's going to give it, oh gosh. Man, what would these things do a check on? Because it doesn't work. The hex doesn't work for saving throws. It's all just checks.
Yes.
Which is weird. So, I mean, you can't grapple him, so give him a strength check thing wouldn't work. I'll just do wisdom.
Okay.
Disadvantage on wisdom checks in case someone decides to be sneaky. So to attack, 2 strikes on that one.
Yep.
18 to hit.
18 misses.
Okay.
Just
And
over its head and hits a tree. Just
22 to hit.
22 does hit though.
And that is +5. That's 12 force damage and
Okay.
5 necrotic damage.
That one snuffed out.
Okay. Cool. That's all of Baxter's stuff. He's just going to get right up on the other one, standing right next to Eclipse.
Okay. That'll bring us to Henry Lofferton, Esquire.
All right. Well, Carnifex has an idea,
Yay.
which is that Carnifex is going to cast Armor of Agathis,
Okay.
and then, Carnifex is going to cast Armor of Agathis, and then Carnifex would like to run past as many of these as he can.
Did Ogden share that they were resistant to cold damage? I don't think he did.
No.
Okay, cool.
No.
So, we'll get attack of opportunities from the ones that are closest, which would be 3 of them.
Okay. I will say, like, he's gonna go one at a time. So if like the first one
Yeah.
blasts through the Armor
Yeah.
of Agathis, he'll stop.
The first one is a 13 to hit.
That misses.
Second one, 16 to hit.
That just hits.
Okay. So, as Henry runs down the road,
What are we doing?
13 lightning damage.
Okay, it takes 25 points of cold damage, so 12.
It dies. Just. Then the third Will-O-Wisp does a shock attack at Henry.
Mm-hmm.
Natural 1.
Oh,
So it's a. But it doesn't. It just misses completely. Makes your hair
Okay.
stand on end.
Then with Henry's bonus
So just so you guys
action.
get an idea how many are left. 3 Will-O-Wisps left.
Okay. Henry's gonna stay next to that one
Sure.
and activate Cloak of Flies as a bonus action.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that'll be it.
Alrighty. That'll bring us to the Will-O-Wisp that Baxter is kind of facing down with Eclipse, and it's just going to float over to Baxter and shock Baxter. 4. Oh man, this is going to hit hard. A 6 to hit.
Ah!
Just
I see you are untrained.
Ash.
All right. Well, you said there are 3 left?
3 left. The one in front
All
of
right.
Eclipse, the one that just nipped Henry, will try to nip Henry, and then one that's near Ogden that's kind of faltering and like almost turning off.
All right. First step, rage.
Okay.
Second step, I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna step over like behind Ogden and then swing Loreweaver over his head.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Let's make it reckless. Why not? I'm at full health.
I'm there.
Well, I didn't need to, but let's just check for crit. Wow, 19 and a 1. So that's a 29. No, hang on. 30 to hit. On
Definitely
that attack.
hits.
19 points of damage to that one.
It is eradicated. It had 3 hit points.
All right. And then rest of my movement to move over behind Eclipse and swing over her, the one in front of her.
Sure.
There's some Jackie Chan
Mhm.
spear movement. This is great.
We got Riddick, Jackie Chan. Who else can we get? Sylvester Stallone.
23 to hit
23 definitely hits.
for 18 points of damage.
Ugh, gross. Okay. That one immediately was at full health and then just goes straight to flickering.
All right.
Anything
And
else?
that's Ash's turn.
Okay, that'll bring us to Leah.
All attacks against him have advantage right now.
Is the one that Baxter Hex still up, or did that one go?
It
Oh.
died.
That one died.
Okay, that changes my plan. Okay.
There is 2 wisps left. One heavily flickering in front of Ash, Baxter, and Eclipse. And then one that looks like it's perfectly fine still. And
That's one right next to Henry, right?
That's the one right next. Yeah, that's one right next to Henry.
Okay. Leah's gonna get up to the one that's flickering, and she's going to bonus action shillelagh on her glacial staff, and she's gonna try to hit it.
Go for it.
Six to hit.
Pardon me, what was it?
26.
Hits.
And she's gonna expend one of the charges on her staff for a vampiric strike.
Okay.
So... Ooh, that's 1 damage.
Okay.
So she'll heal by 1.
Okay. And which one was this again? I totally forget. I'm sorry.
The one that was flickering.
Okay, so 1 damage total.
Yeah.
And what kind of damage type is Vampiric Strike?
It is.
I mean, it doesn't matter if it's because it can't. If it's necrotic, it can't have a 1. So it takes 1 point of damage.
It just says magical quarterstaff.
No, like the Vampiric Strike should have a. Never mind. We'll figure it out later.
Oh, and I have to make a wisdom saving throw. Oh,
Okay.
because I did vampiric strike.
Oh.
Oh, which I failed.
Okay. And I forget what happens.
I get short-term madness.
Yes.
Okay, so how are we doing that?
I'm doing that right now for you.
There's probably a short-term madness.
There's
table.
There's a madness,
yeah.
so I'm pulling it up right now. I haven't,
Baxter-
I rolled an 11.
Baxter mentally
Fuck.
high fives her as like, yeah, short-term madness.
I haven't had to use
fellas.
the madness table in a while. Pull it up.
The DC's 12. I rolled an 11.
Okay. Short-term madness, correct? Roll me D100.
Okay. my percentile dice. And a 10. That would be a... Okay, I used my percentile dice and I rolled 0 both times.
That's 100.
Or
Okay.
0. Depending upon how you judge it. 100 is probably right.
I generally do 100, yeah.
Be 100.
One I usually do is... there's no, you can't get a 0 to do 100. So, that's 100. The character falls unconscious. For 10 minutes.
Oof.
Talia's just dropped unconscious for 10
out.
minutes. Yep.
So you
Peace
just
out.
see like this red ooze come out of the quarterstaff after she used it, and then she just fucking to the ground.
Fun fact, that staff is from Curse of Strahd. Anyways,
Ooh.
yeah, you're
Portobellum, get up.
you're knocked unconscious. You're basically just rendered unconscious, which means no, you're not dropped to 0. You're just rendered unconscious. Okay, that'll bring us right to Ogden Boon.
Have we done any damage on this guy? Would I know?
The one near Henry looks perfectly fine.
Perfectly
And the
fine.
one near Leah and Baxter and Eclipse and
Is flickering?
flickering real bad.
Then I'm going to cast my new cantrip I haven't told you about because it hasn't come up. I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead on that flicker.
Bring, bring.
Toll the Dead. That's
Bring, bring.
Toll the Dead's necrotic, right?
It is
Yeah.
Oh, the
necrotic.
flickering one, right?
Yeah, I'm the flickering guy.
And that's a wisdom save
Yep.
of... Oh, jeez.
It's not the one I have cursed. Oh wait,
It
it's a
is.
save, so it wouldn't matter
Yeah.
anyway.
11.
It's 11. It's got to be to 16.
Yep, and
So
it's
that
the
is-
D12s.
Mm-hmm. You never really get to roll a d12 that often, unless you're a barbarian.
Toll the Dead.
I was about to say, speak for yourself.
Toll the Dead is one of my favorite spells.
It's so good because, like, most of the time, when do you ever attack an undamaged enemy when it matters?
That is 15 damage.
That one gets absolutely eradicated with just 3 hit points remaining. Just these bells go like ding 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 ding, and then it just
How do the bells sound for Ogden? The flavor of them.
deling deling deling.
Actually, they sound more like finger cymbals. Like
Nice.
this. Sing, 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 sing. But they're reminiscent of the same rhythm pattern.
I've always kind of thought Toll the Dead, the bells would sound like the sinister bell woman from Bloodborne.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I don't know the Sinister Spell Woman. I was thinking they have a similar rhythm to
Fingers.
Noose's bells.
Okay.
As Ogden was slightly missing him. If anyone's paying attention, they might catch up on that.
Speaking of Ogden Boon, anything else?
That's all for me.
Alright.
Well, I might just chill out. I might take whatever speed I can to get behind one of the turtles.
I forgot to add the Tortelladons to the initiative order, but they're going to be useless in this fight. So
Yeah, so I'll just scoot back.
powerful.
Scoot back by them, lean against them, start eating an apple.
All right.
Casual.
The Will-O-Wisp near Henry is going to try to shock Henry.
All right.
17 to hit.
Yep.
Math is very important.
It is. It is, kids. Oh, it started its turn next to me. Real quick. It
Oh, yeah.
takes 4 points of poison damage from the poisonous letters
All
floating
right,
around.
not resistant to that. And Henry takes 14 points of lightning damage.
It takes 12 points of cold damage. That's after it's reduced.
Okay. So it's flickering. That'll bring it to Monkfish, who is just going to run over to that one and punch it in the face for a 17 to hit, which misses. So he's going to do an unarmed strike. He's going to do a spinning heel kick for a 13 to hit.
Together.
And he's just going to scream out loud and bring it to Eclipse.
All right.
That one, the only remaining one is about 10 feet away, near Henry.
Okay.
Or Henry, how fast? How far? How many? Actually, yeah. Sure, 10 feet away.
Alright, I'm gonna run up to the last one and take a stab at it with
Alright.
my short
Make
sword.
an attack roll.
Does a 19 hits?
19 just hits.
Sweet. 66.
Yeah.
5. 8. 9.
Nice.
10.
It's dead.
Great. It was a 6. 16.
It
And
had 6 hit points. So
Cool.
just
Sweet. Total would have been 26.
all right. That is
Damage.
all the will-o-wisps down.
Can I flavor it as I like jump off of Monkfish and just like do a side slash,
Totally.
flip like rotating in the air and just
Totally.
slash
Oh,
3-point
yeah.
landing?
Oh yeah, and then as soon as you slash through it, and Leah is still unconscious.
Wait, I didn't even see her get hit. What happened?
Portobellum, get up. Come on.
Ogden, that's Leah. That's not Portobellum.
Eclipse,
Hey,
that's
excuse
Baxter, not Ogden.
I understand. I just casually from back here just finishing this apple. Is Leah okay? Do we need to? how's
Monkfish
she
is
doing?
gonna wander over to Leah and just nudge her with his foot, and that wakes her up. Just,
That was definitely a me fuck up, not an Eclipse.
It was just really funny.
Just,
'cause of-
yeah. So yeah, Monkfish walks over, and just like kicks her like gently in the ribs, and that wakes Leah up.
Really? Oh. Well, good. You're okay. Great.
Oh, are they gone?
Yeah, we
Oh.
dealt with the rest of them.
Yeah.
Leah's just gonna stand up and just kind of shake her head.
And the other like floating lights that were nearby kind of just zoom away. Just so there's no more of those floating ethereal lights anymore.
Oh.
But
How
standing,
fortuitous.
standing before you, sitting before you is that overturned carriage that is completely destroyed, and the treasure spilling out of it,
Well,
giving you guys some loot.
looks
I-
like...
Free for the taking.
Yes.
I
So-
want to.
To reiterate what's there, 1,000 total gold pieces, a spell scroll, a spell book that's covered in a layer of frost, a massive kind of belt, and a crystal vial.
Baxter, like, bends down to pick it back up from
Yep.
Ogden slapping it from his hands earlier.
Alright. It is a crystal vial worth 400 gold pieces.
Ooh.
I'm gonna start gathering up all the coins.
Okay? It'll take...
It's
piled all over the floor, so it'll probably take like 20 minutes to gather all the coins total.
Mr.
Sweet.
Boon,
Yeah.
I noticed that you saw what was happening before we did. I would like to commend you on trying to stop at least me from triggering what appears was most definitely a trap.
Oh yeah. Well, you kind of knew. I don't know why you kept grabbing at it, but you know what they say. Grabby hands make for grubby hands. So,
Who says that?
my mother every day. Don't grab the cookies early; they'll get dirty.
Actually, yes.
Sully your hands.
Lots of people, as Baxter prestidigitations his hands and the item he just picked up.
Yeah.
Mr. Boon does have a point.
It seems like you don't like getting dirty.
Not particularly. No.
We had to do a heist in a sewer once.
Ooh.
Oh. I had a similar sewer experience. It was not fun.
Yeah, at one point I was more waste than man. Oh, there's a book.
Yeah, I just realized you guys don't have the bag of holding, but that's what's news.
Yeah.
Throw it in the hole.
All right, so you pick up the spell book, Ogden.
Yeah, yeah.
It's very cold to the touch. And there's
Not for me.
It's right, but there's a thin layer of frost over the cover. And there is a spell scroll on the ground as well.
I guess I'll pick the spell scroll up just to look at it.
It's a 7th level spell scroll for the spell Plane Shift.
Ooh.
But it's a scroll, so it's a one-use thing.
So I'm not sure how to proceed with this, but I'll tell everyone so we can all keep each other honest. I just found a plane shift scroll. That's one use. Would I know if it works for a group?
It's a plane shift spell, so yes.
Oh, okay, yeah. Great. Plane shift scroll, everyone, so that's pretty dope. I can hold on to that for us if you guys are okay with that.
Yeah, seeing as you're really the only one who can make decent use of it.
Honestly, though, that right there, that gives us a quick out if we're ever in a very bad position.
Perfect. And also this book, I would recommend no one lick it.
Do you normally lick books?
You don't?
And all that remains on the ground is Eclipse, collecting only 1,000 gold pieces still, and that massive, giant belt.
Can I, am I too occupied with picking up coins to really investigate that?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
What's the book?
So you open it.
Book. Yeah, oh yeah.
It contains some spells that I believe you have because of the staff, but there are other spells in here. There's Cone of Cold.
Great.
Freezing Sphere.
Great.
Ice Storm.
Okay.
Snillix Snowball Swarm.
Okay.
Wall of Ice.
Mm-hmm.
And Bigby's Hand.
Whoa, the only one I don't have is Bigby's Hand.
Bigby's hand.
Oh, really? You have all of those already? I think because of the staff, right?
And I think there was another one that may have been...
Snowballs.
No, I have that.
Oh,
somewhere.
Do you?
I don't think you have Freezing Sphere.
I have Snillix Snowball Storm from something.
I think
For
it's
some
I don't
reason-
think I've ever seen you use that.
I have not. No, you're right.
a fun
No,
spell.
you're absolutely not wrong. I have not used it.
Yeah. So the book contains, Cone of Cold, Freezing Sphere, Ice Storm, Snillix Snowball Swarm, Wall of Ice, and Bigby's Hand.
Is there a quick way to enter all that in my spells, or?
You'd have to transcribe them.
Oh, cool. Thank you. Yes. All right.
It costs time and money.
Yes. Great. Thank you.
And all that's left on the ground is the belt. A really awesome looking belt.
Hey, I found this
gonna...
belt over. Hey, I found this belt over here.
It looks like it might benefit certain individuals if they put it on.
Is someone gonna try and look like the Trunchbull?
Or just like a WWE wrestler, like championship belt.
Okay. So, for the sake of everything,
What would Riddick do?
Who? Like, I can pick it up and be like, "Wow, okay." Well, anybody?
belt of stone giant strength.
Oh. Oh.
Give that to Leah. She can make good use of that.
Baxter puts it on, goes from 8 to 19?
No, it goes above 19.
Ooh,
Okay.
ooh. Then wait, Ash is like, oh, just this belt. Oh, hang on a second.
So yeah, if Ash wants it, it's a belt of stone giant strength.
What number does Stone Giant Strength put you at?
Let me pull it up real quick. I have it.
I was thinking of Gauntlets of Ogre Power, which are 19, so I was just like, someone else can have it. That won't do anything for me.
Nope.
Yeah.
I believe stone giant strength is 23.
We all take turns putting it on and bench pressing the carriage.
Yeah.
1 second. I will double check.
May need to.
Strength. It's an attunement one. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I needed to Oh no, I still haven't.
We spent like
20
3 hours.
Yeah, so
one
while wearing it,
grotto.
you have to attune to it obviously, but while wearing it, your strength score would go to a 23.
Yep.
Yeah, Ogden Boon pulls out his iPhone and turns on Hearts on Fire while everybody just like jumps rope and like starts like just bench pressing the wagon.
Oh shit! There is something else in the treasure hoard I totally forgot to mention. I've tried like putting a thing in there for like everybody, but again, the world doesn't generate loot for people magically. You find also a bag that's rust-colored. It's made from like a rust-colored cloth, and it appears empty.
Can I look at it just to see what it is? I don't necessarily want it.
It's a rust-colored cloth bag.
Can I use the identify?
You can.
Spell? Great.
So identify gets cast, blah blah blah, all that fun stuff. It is a rust-colored bag of tricks.
So this is a bag of tricks.
Like card tricks or
sussing out the group.
So as you do the identify spell, here's what it does. It's empty. Reaching inside the bag, however, reveals the presence of a small fuzzy object. The bag weighs half a pound. You can use your action, pull the fuzzy object from the bag, and throw it up to 20 feet. When the object lands, it transforms into a creature you determine by rolling a d8 and consulting the table that corresponds to the bag's color, which is a rust color. Once the creature is friendly to you and your companions and acts on your turn, you can use a bonus action to command the creature, how the creature moves, and what action it takes on its next turn, or to give a general order such as to attack your enemies. In the absence of such orders, the creature acts in a fashion appropriate to its nature. Once 3 fuzzy objects have been pulled from the bag, it can't be used again until the next dawn. So basically, it's a bag that summons creatures. And because it's a rust bag of tricks, it can summon a rat, owl, mastiff, goat, giant boar, lion, and a brown bear.
Oh! I love bags of tricks. But I don't think it's necessarily appropriate for Ogden Boon. So there's a rust-colored bag that will, and then I can just repeat all that information. Who's in? Who wants it? I've got this delicious book, and apparently this scroll. So, I mean, is there a bag? Danny Jacob, bag, automatic friend bag. This bag will get you automatic friends.
Leah, you're really good with animals. Maybe you should take it.
Yeah.
Do you like fuzzy creatures?
Well, yeah, it's all Leah. It's all you.
Then Leah's gonna like reach her hands out and like look at it. Does it have does it look more like a backpack or more like a side satchel?
It's like a side satchel.
She's gonna like throw it over herself and be like, does it match my cloak?
You know, actually, yes. It kind of does.
A couple of mushrooms on there and it would be wonderful.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So I have to tune to this first.
Baxter leans over to Eclipse and is just like, does she mind if people prestidigitator clean, or is that like offensive?
She prefers to keep it as it is. Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
No problem. Who's Kawana?
Also, to answer your question, Brittany, you don't have to attune to the bag of tricks.
You can just pull something out right now.
Mm-hmm.
The bags of tricks are amazing.
Would not recommend doing that right now because it has 3 charges.
Right.
Kawana. Yes. Not. Was a friend. Very recent to me, but based on what is apparently my current situation. She is long dead.
You also mentioned something about Portobellum.
Right, another one of my cohorts back in... I mean, for me, it was maybe a year ago, but for you, who knows? How long has Portobellum has always been kind of odd. Has he... Oh... Is he still around? Is he kicking?
You guys would remember recently the conversation with Daedalus. Daedalus mentioned that Portobellum became the Fungal
Right.
Lich.
Thank you.
I think that his heart is currently in Leah's bag.
Yes, that escaped my memory.
Maybe we should make camp here. It's been a long day. We could all use some rest.
I mean, it's only what 4 in the afternoon.
Yeah,
we
it's about 4 p.m.
we can get back on the road. I'll hop out front again, and
All right.
we can keep it going. I mean, if you're so inclined.
No, I'm good to keep moving.
I'd like to get at least a couple more hours in before we call it a day.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Well done, everyone, on the last kerfuffle.
Yeah, right, well, let's
Yeah,
let's go, I guess.
you as well, Baxter.
Oh, well, I barely did anything.
Well,
Same.
did you get your cut of the loot?
Oh, I hope you don't mind. I kind of took this here, and you see him hold up that vial from earlier, but you noticed a couple items in it, but you might not catch what exactly it is before he puts it back in his pocket.
Oh,
Well,
right.
okay.
It's just a little vial.
With stuff in it now, though.
Yeah. Yes. For a thing.
All right, have your secrets.
Well, I mean, I don't know what or why, but I do not want to try to think about it. Sorry, Mr. Boon.
As you're all standing there, kind of in the dense part of the forest, you see a little creature kind of staring at you from behind the trees. You catch a glimpse of like long green. Baxter is the only one who doesn't see this creature actually. Baxter, you don't see anything over there, but everybody else who's not Baxter sees a floppy green-eared creature, a mishmash of gnarled teeth, big goat-like eyes, and floppy kind of blonde hair. Before it kind of just steps behind the tree and disappears. And Baxter, you kind of see them all kind of looking off into the forest, off the path.
And when I look that way, I don't see anything.
Nothing at all.
Okay.
What was that?
And you would remember the closer people got to Roterstein Village last time you were there, because the forest is haunted as fuck. The last time you got in that kind of vicinity, you guys kind of saw spirits of people you cared about.
Mm-hmm.
But they're all kind of like looking off in the forest.
Do all of you see something?
To those of you, it looked like Noose.
Yeah.
I thought I saw a friend of ours.
Even someone I'm waiting to punch in the eye.
Is this person dead?
I certainly hope not.
Well, things get a little weird the closer you get to Roterstein. I thought may have been fixed the last time I was here, but if you are seeing it...
And as you're kind of sitting there, you also see Ogden. You see this, nobody else does. But kind of standing in the forest, her head tilted to the side, very visibly broken neck. Marion Boon just staring at you, smiling as blood just pools out of her mouth, and then she disappears.
Ogden, you okay?
You've been here before?
Yes.
What do these visions mean?
Not, at least as I saw them. They weren't particularly visions as much as illusions directing us to what we knew as the Lord of Shapes.
So the worse they are, the closer we are?
I would say the more graphic they get.
All right, everybody, yeah, gather around. We're very close. We just saw my waking nightmare. So, well, at least what I did.
Noose?
So
Noose, is you awaking? Is it because you punched you in the eye?
I got sensitive eyes. You know what it's like to have blue eyes in the desert? It's a nightmare.
And while you're kind of like trying to huddle them in close, Ogden,
gather around.
Ash
Let the spice flow.
sees an individual hanging from the trees by their entrails. Ash sees Dustin hanging just by his entrails in the tree, and then that image fades. Henry sees the entire Bellwind family standing in the trees.
Yeah.
And they fade. Carnifex
Gone? They're gone?
see something. I'm going to message you privately later.
Ooh.
Eclipse. There's a vision for Eclipse. Not a vision, but like an illusion for Eclipse of Durza and Roman lying on the ground and just being eviscerated and cut apart by who you know as Kalios, but has kind of been led to. Everyone knows what his name is now. That's yours, and Leah sees Lexi murdering Leah's parents. And that's what you all see, and then all those illusions kind of fade as Ogden huddles you all in.
I'm gonna like backpedal into Ogden because Kalios is still a very real threat. So I'm like, fuck, shit, he's here. Fuck. It's just
now these are visions. We've all back to back, everyone, back to back, tight circles, please.
Oh, you're all seeing things then.
Oh, you're not?
No. I mean, I was a part of the...
But you do, as you sort of
that.
say that, Baxter, you do see something.
I was a part of the company that killed the thing that started the... And he starts to trail off.
In a tree nearby, about 20 paces to your left, kind of catches out the corner of your eye, you kind of turn your head. There's like a rift in the tree very similar to the rift that pulled your beloved through. And there's just an entity standing in the portal, smiling wide, and very familiar looking entity that you've seen numerous times.
Fuck.
And lying at the feet of this entity, flesh hanging from where its mouth should be. It's just ragged flesh, and at the feet of the entity is your beloved. And that disappears. And almost as soon as you saw it, it disappears.
Baxter was not able to comprehend what he just saw.
oh no. Oh.
Wait, what?
And as you're all kind of huddling close, you can hear not heavy footfalls, like padded footfalls coming closer. And through the trees, you can kind of see a lantern with like a blue light swaying from side to side. And the entity is slowly getting closer and closer through the trees, following a path. Getting closer and closer, you can smell the entity almost. It smells very wet, like wet fur. And it gets closer and closer and closer. And as it gets closer and closer, you see this figure about 7.5 feet tall, kind of wearing a hooded traveling cloak, long, kind of billowing behind them like a cape. They're holding a big quarterstaff with a lantern kind of affixed to the end of it, and tied all around the staff appears to be like herbs, like sage. It's all like burning and stuff, almost like blessing almost. And as the creature approaches, you see a snout kind of sticking out of the hood, and a pair of gold, yellow, wolf-like eyes, and just kind of approaches slowly. And says, "Well, well, well, travelers lost in the wood."
And not lost, but always in search of guidance.
Are you seeing the visions? Well, the illusions, rather.
Are you the one that caused them?
No.
The woods are an illusion. It's all an illusion. Everything.
He approaches Baxter with the staff, and as soon as like the light radius on the lantern touches Baxter, you go back to normal. Like your head is cleared. My name is Thrawn.
Grand
Shut
Admiral?
Heck yeah! Shut up. I am the, well, you'd say mayor, leader, pack leader of Roterstein Village.
Oh, that's where we're looking to go.
Interesting. What for?
Well, I had been there before in my not so recent travels, I suppose.
Wait, wasn't Baxter a babbling mess?
The lantern light kind of.
Oh, the
clears
lantern
out.
fixed that for everybody?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, because I had an idea of how to fix that. I'll do it next time.
I had been attempting to guide these people there. Yes, I'd been here before.
Interesting. I don't have a recollection of you.
Oh, it was a long time ago, about 160 years or so. He mumbles under his breath.
His ears twitch and picks it up crystal clear. He's like, well, haven't been in charge that long. And he kind of flashes his like wolf, like his very much wolfy werewolf grin, and says, "When what is your purpose in Roterstein?"
To my understanding, this group that I am leading there is looking for some type of, what would you call it?
Leah?
Ogden, you're the map, Tim.
Oh, yeah, I know where we're going. I was
Where
here.
are you going?
Roterstein. That's
Yes, but where? Why would you want to come to Roterstein? It's a safe haven for my kind.
Oh, for your kind. Okay, great. Well, let me pull out my big board of things to do here. Well, it's a stop on our way across the island. We're heading to a specific cove to pick up a new ship, and this is kind of our halfway point way station.
But what is your purpose in Roterstein?
Right? Did I hear wrong incorrectly that that map is a treasure map?
Treasure map.
We were just looking to pay homage to the Lord of Shapes.
Why would you want to pay any worship to that?
Well, we don't
Yes,
want
why?
to praise it. We were more interested in the history of it.
Well, the Lord of Shapes Den is a memorial site now.
Baxter talks to Eclipse in her head, and is like, "What do you mean? What do you mean? Pay
Just go
homage to
with
the
it.
Lord of Shapes.
Just
Don't-
go with it.
No, that's okay. No,
The Lord of Shapes was an abomination.
And we are researchers, archaeologists. Ogden here is our
Give me a
team
deception
lead.
check. 'Cause, yeah.
Deception
Yeah.
is a 19.
Interesting. We'll see if that's the truth. We don't generally let people who go to the memorial site. It is the resting place of numerous members of my kind. And, well, a dwarf hero did die there at one point and then was, well, not anymore, but it still served as a memorial site to his sacrifice and...
oh Gundar, I know this one.
Right.
We will be sure to tread lightly.
Well, you need my permission to enter. Come. We'll go to my hut and we can discuss this matter in a more trusting environment. The spirits are awake. You do not want to get lured off the path. And he
Of course.
smiles, he turns around. Stay in the light of the lantern. And he
Is that
slowly-
light big enough for our tortoise?
He looks
turtle-
back at them.
Tortelladons?
No.
Can they still come?
Yes.
Okay, good, because we're on the hook for them for quite a significant amount of money, and I didn't want to. There's a kobold renter who seems like he's
I understand.
all business, right?
Come with me, stay in the light. Don't step out of it. Again, the spirits are quite awake. And he turns to the spot and slowly starts to move down the path in the opposite direction you guys came from.
Hey, Ogden, that lantern kind of looks like yours.
You think? Yeah.
It's a little
Hmm.
different in some things, but the light is the same. Same
Oh
blue kind
well,
of-
can I pull out my ghost lantern and be like, is this similar?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know, worth a try. I was just mentioning an aesthetic similarity.
This lantern turns undead. So, Ogden, you know you do not want to put your lantern anywhere near that.
Whoa! Hey, all right.
Because it'll make your spirit leave that lantern permanently.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, he's like, it's a lantern of turn undead. It keeps all undead at bay. And he just keeps walking.
Well, that's significant.
Mm.
And I just like to burn the herbs, just ritualistically. And he just keeps walking down the path.
I don't think News ever needed to do Turn Undead when Ogden was in the group with the lantern.
Nope.
That's
I don't remember the last time we
crazy.
fought undead. Oh no, yes I do. Wait,
So, he starts leading down the path. Do you guys follow?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And as you guys follow Thrawn deeper into the Goliocran forest towards Roterstein Village, I am so happy I can finally say this after 2 weeks. Or longer. That's where we're going to end the session for the week.
yay, we made it.
Yay! We made it.
The internet held
Oh.
out.
We're there.
Why are a bunch of werewolves living where Kawana was turned into a werewolf? Or
Who knows?
protected as a werewolf? Because realistically, that curse that Kawana has a werewolf never would have been fixed. Realistically. So she's still a werewolf technically.
Wait, I thought we did fix it.
Yeah, but
Right.
I looked up the mechanics, that wouldn't have ended it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so she's still a werewolf technically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But in control.
Killed her.
Yeah, for no reason. It's fun. Anyways,
Baxter never doesn't remember that. It's
Exactly.
Kern Baxter.
and also based on the time frame I looked into, Gundar and Kawana would be dead from old age at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, would they?
Yeah.
And Baxter already thinks Gundar is dead because he never saw him resurrected
resurrection,
from
yeah.
the.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, thank you for watching, everybody, and I'm so glad we actually got to play through a full session this time. So again, thank you guys for playing. 2 combat encounters that went relatively well, I think.
Yeah.
We'll be back next week with you guys getting to Roterstein Village. It is currently in the game, just so you guys know what time it is as we're leaving, 4 p.m., so it's afternoon, almost evening. And we're going to see how this little trek through the forest goes with this werewolf guy. So, and yeah, he's definitely named after Grand Admiral Thrawn. Grand Admiral Thrawn from Star Wars. Anyways,
Nice.
good night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Also,
Bye-bye.
so, oh shit, tomorrow,
What?
Shadows over Ravenloft. It's getting spicy there.
Mm-hmm.
Because they
Yeah.
just broke into a dwarvish underground base, and Leah ripped up an infernal contract.
Una,
Una ripped up an infernal contract.
but she didn't know it was.
Same repercussions. And well, not really. And Sunday, hopefully, Soldiers of the Lich Queen, because that's getting spicy,
Oh yeah, yeah. Halfway through the bone grinder.
and Descent into Avernus, because Descent into Avernus is getting spicy as well. Someone just did an infernal contract to bring somebody back from the dead in that one. So,
Ooh.
good night, everybody.
Can I say?